Hi, I'm Allison from a small village in France. Please like and subscribe. I lived in a small cottage with my single mother who worked as an artist. Life was tough since we had little money, so when I turned 5, Mom decided to move back to her home city, and it had a freaking palace.
Whoa, is that a real palace, Mommy? I want to see what it looks like from the inside. I want to meet the king.
The king doesn't live there, Allie. Only his sister, the Duchess, does. And only those who work in the palace can go there. Soon after, Mom got a job as a royal portrait artist, and I would beg her to take me along someday. But she always said I was too clumsy and the palace was full of delicate things.
I'll be careful, I promise.
Oh, I forgot to tell you. There's also a ghost who has lived in this palace for decades.
Was the ghost there when you were a kid?
Yep.
Then it must be old by now. I can easily outrun it.
Of course, I didn't believe her. If anything, it made me more curious about the palace. When I was 9, Mom was called by the Duchess to make her portrait, and this time, I followed her. Somehow, I managed to sneak inside without getting noticed. And boy, was it pretty! As I wandered around, I slipped into a nearby room full of toys and blingy things. I'd never seen anything like that before, and it was so fascinating that I grabbed a few of them. But when I reached home, I felt guilty and scared. If anyone at the palace found out, Mom could lose her job, and this was stealing.
I'll bring you guys back someday when I work at the palace. Till then, you can hide here.
My passion for working in the palace grew stronger as time passed. I begged Mom to teach me how to paint so I could become a royal painter just like her. And by the time I was 17, I was better than her. One day while I was painting, Mom came home with some big news. The king is coming to town after 17 years, and they want paintings for the whole palace. We started working day and night, finishing all 20 paintings in under a week. But a day before the delivery, Mom slipped and sprained her ankle. I'll ask someone from the palace to pick them up. No, I can take them. I promise, I won't break a thing. Whoa! Are you sure? We can't lose the job. Yes, Mom, you can count on me. I managed to convince Mom and then left for the palace. I also took the stuff I'd taken all those years back. I could finally put that back. When I entered the palace, it was exactly as I'd remembered. Wow, how dull. This place could really use some color. I was so lost looking around that I tripped over a giant statue's foot and the paintings flew in the air. Just then, I heard someone scream, and when I looked back and saw a girl, I almost passed out. It was like I was looking in a mirror. I touched her to make sure she was real, and she slapped my hand away. Don't you touch me, you peasant! Don't you know who I am? My doppelganger? We look exactly the same.
No, we don't. I'm a princess, and you look like a street rat.
If I look like a street rat, so do you, because we have the same face.
Wait a minute. Is that gold? Oh my God, you're a thief!
The girl started screaming again, and I was surrounded by palace security within seconds. Just as they held me, I bit one of the guards and ran till I reached home. When I told Mom what had happened, she looked at me in shock, and minutes later, the king arrived with the Duchess. Oh, my sweet daughter, it is you. You're what? Mom, what's happening? My mind went blank when the king told me how years ago the nanny had taken me out for a walk, but we both never returned. Your mother and I searched everywhere for you, but we failed. She was heartbroken and no longer wanted to be here, so we left the palace. But today, when the security guards told me of an intruder who looks just like the princess, I just had to come and see for myself. Mom, is that true? I'm not your daughter? It's true, Allie. I found you on my doorstep with a note and some money, but I had no idea you were a princess. Why didn't you ever tell me I'm not yours? Because I fell in love with you the moment I saw you. Now you were my daughter. I am so sorry, Allie. It was just all too much to process, and I ran off. I was a princess, and I had a twin sister. I was living a lie for 17 years? I was walking along the road trying to clear my head when a big sports car pulled up next to me, and a handsome guy got out. Cherry, what are you doing here? It's not safe. Cherry? Do I look like a stupid fruit? Leave me alone. I called you pumpkin before, but you hated that too. What the heck's your problem, dude? This is not a good time. I was saving this as a surprise. But here, will this make you come with me? Holy moly! That diamond was bigger than my fist. Calm down, Allie. Okay, you've got the wrong girl. Whoa! Sorry, I'll have to carry you back home if you don't listen. I punched him in the nose as the guy screamed like a little boy and then ran for my life. This was officially the worst day ever. The next day, the royal staff packed all my stuff and I was moved to the castle. My royal chambers were bigger than my whole house, and everything was beautiful, except it didn't feel like home. Mom wasn't there, and even though I was mad at her, I missed her. I was unpacking when my sister walked in.
I know you think you're suddenly a princess now too, but don't let this get to your head. Remember, I rule.
Charlotte, dear, don't be so rude to your sister. You should be happy she's back. Okay, Amber.
Allison.
Allison, darling, we're starting with your royal lessons from tomorrow. Be ready at 4 a.m. sharp.
Good luck with that. It's not easy being a princess.
She wasn't kidding. It was a mad schedule. Mornings were for horse riding, then music in the afternoon, and martial arts in the evening. My body was super sore and I was exhausted, but within a few weeks, I'd grown tougher and learned a lot. One evening during martial arts practice, someone walked up to me. It was the diamond guy. I thought they were just rumors, but you are prettier than Charlotte. We look exactly the same, like identical. Can't you see that, or did the punch make you blind? Feisty. I'm Prince Arnold, by the way, Charlotte's fiancé. Isn't she too young to get married? Are you jealous? What? Move along, dude, unless you want another punch. But the guy just winked and left. What a flirt! Later that evening at dinner, Dad announced that he'd be holding an official coming out party for his daughters, and the entire village would be invited. What's a coming out party? Lame question. It's your official introduction. So why are you having one? Don't people know you already? That's when Dad told me that Charlotte had always been sick all her life. She had a rare genetic heart condition that didn't allow her to roam around too much. It was only recently that she'd gotten better. But I'm still better than you. What's your problem? My problem is that you're here to take my crown away from me, and I won't let that happen. Enough. That's for me to decide. Now eat your dinner. I'd root for you. I kicked that butt face under the table, and he turned red. Much deserved. The coming out party had sent the whole town into a frenzy, and Mom was called to make our official portraits. Seeing her made me feel so much better. So, how do I look? Like a princess. Have you forgiven me? Maybe. I mean, you're still my mom. Of course I am. The party was a huge success, and I could see the king's pride in introducing his daughters. You should see Allison fight. She's a natural. Her paintings are so good. I think I should send her to Paris to become a professional.
Dad, I wanted to become a chef and you didn't allow that.
That's because you weren't well, Charlotte. Now, don't interrupt me while I'm talking, darling. I was a little embarrassed with all the praise, and it clearly bothered Charlotte, so I excused myself and went out for some fresh air, only to find that jerk, Arnold, making out with a maid. What the heck, dude? Oh, hey, Allie. Don't worry, this isn't serious. And you're next. I felt furious and turned around to leave, but he blocked me. Oh, don't be so mad. Come here. Arnold pulled me in and was about to kiss me when I pushed him hard, but Charlotte walked in just then. What's happening? Wait, I knew it wasn't you. My darling Charlotte, this imposter tried to take advantage of me. She tried to kiss me while pretending to be you. What? That's not true. This guy's been flirting with me ever since I came here. Charlotte, he's a jerk. I just caught him making out with a maid. Enough. First, you try to steal my life, then my dad, and now you have your eyes on my fiancé? I won't let you get away with it. With that, Charlotte went inside and got on stage as everyone stared at her in confusion. Attention! My twin sister is a manipulative witch. She's a thief and a liar, and so is her mom, that lady. Tell me, Allison, did she teach you how to be a lowlife? Because you surely weren't born one. Say what you want about me, but keep my mom out of it. I feel sorry for you, Charlotte. How could you be so bitter? It's so... Before I could finish, Charlotte jumped on me and we got into a crazy fight. As the king pulled us apart, Charlotte started shaking and fell to the ground. We rushed her to the hospital, and the doctors informed us that she had fainted because of stress and needed rest. I wanted to visit her, but the Duchess stopped me. I think it's best that you stay away. You've done enough damage. Brother, She's not good for Charlotte's health. We might not get along, but she's my sister. She's right, Allison. I think it's best if you give each other some space. Maybe you can stay with your mom for some time. It will only be temporary, love, and I'll have you back as soon as possible. I think we dumped too much on Charlotte, and she needs to get better. Of course, I understood, but I was actually happy to get away from everything for a while, especially since Charlotte and I were on the front page of every newspaper the next day. People called us the Crazy Royals. We were a joke. I was packing my stuff when the Duchess walked in. You're finally going back to where you belong. I knew you'd never fit in here, and it was a mistake to bring filth into the palace. I know I didn't grow up here, but I'm still a princess by birth. So please, mind your manners and never talk to me this way again. Don't forget your place. That's exactly what I'm doing. I pushed her aside and left for my old home. Mom was ecstatic to see me, and to be honest, I felt happier than I'd been in weeks. A few days later, once Charlotte was better, the king announced her engagement to Arnold to give people something else to talk about. Dad invited me, but I decided not to go to the ceremony. I just wanted to stay away and avoid any more drama. On the engagement day, Mom had gone out for something when Charlotte came over. What are you doing here? Don't you have an engagement to get to? I can't marry him, Allison. He's a snake. I should have trusted you. Good time to say I told you so. But what do you want from me? After our fight, we can't have another media blowout. Dad will never allow me to call off the engagements at the last minute. Please, come with me. Maybe we could convince him together. Please help me. Charlotte was crying like a baby now, and I didn't want her to have another fainting episode. So I agreed. But just as we entered the palace, Charlotte stopped. I need to fix my makeup. The entire town is in there. Wow, priorities. Thanks for doing this. I'll be right back. I started to walk around when I spotted Charlotte. She's here. I've done everything you asked me to do, including the fake fainting. Now do your part and make her leave forever before Dad decides to bring her back here again. Leave it to me now, Princess. I have the perfect plan to make sure you get the crown. Oh my God, these people were crazy. I had no idea what her plan was, but it sounded dangerous. So I ran straight to Dad, and seconds later Charlotte followed. Allison, I thought you weren't coming, but I'm so glad you did. Of course she had to come. She had to ruin my engagement. She just can't see me happy. Oh my God, Arnold, hold me, please. Oh, shut up already. Don't you guys get tired of manipulating? King, Dad, whatever, you should see this. I played the video for the entire hall to see, and Charlotte turned pale. Charlotte? Dad, I'm sorry, but you seem to like her more because she's tougher than me. And when Auntie told me that she was after Arnold and my crown, I couldn't take it anymore. But this was all Aunt's idea. Sister, what were you planning to do and why? Suddenly, the Duchess turned into a mad person and started screaming. I'm tired of being your servant. I'm the older sister and the crown was mine, but these girls took that away from me, and I would have gotten away with everything if this one hadn't shown up. What do you mean? You knew she was alive? Whoopsie, you did a boo-boo. The Duchess confessed how she'd paid the nanny to take me away and drop me in the jungle, but the nanny had dropped me at Mom's doorstep instead. Charlotte was so sick as a kid, I didn't think she'd survive for so long. With both of you gone, I'd be a queen, but Karma's a witch. The king gave orders to take the Duchess away to the dungeons for treason, and Charlotte turned to me. I was horrible to you, and I probably don't deserve your forgiveness. But could you try? It might take some time, but I'll get there. What about me? You can chew your shoes and get lost. Yeah, I always knew you were a jerk. I was called back to the palace, and I took Mom along this time. Charlotte and I changed history by taking over the crown together. We were both queens in our own way. And I learned that those who love you will always stick by your side.
Hi everyone, I'm Daria and I live in LA. Please like and subscribe. I was born to loving parents who adored me. And 2 years later, my sister Caroline arrived, and even though we were sisters, we looked nothing alike. For starters, I had long, beautiful hair, which my mom loved and would spend hours combing. As for Caroline, she was blessed with curly hair that usually looks like a bird's nest, but she didn't have a worry in the world. Growing up, I always noticed how my parents were two opposites of a magnet. Mom was strict and careful with money. Dad was a free spirit and always lived in the moment, and I loved him for that. One time, all four of us visited the museum, and it was there I saw the most amazing thing ever. Lockheed Vega, Amelia Earhart's plane. I had read about her in my history class and was totally fascinated by her.
Dad, Dad, I want a picture inside the plane.
Inside? It's not allowed.
Pretty please.
Fine. But promise to share your kitty meal, cause your mom won't let me have another one.
Deal.
Well, while Mom and Caroline were busy listening to the tour guide, Dad and I sneaked and took pictures in the legendary aircraft, and it was amazing! Dad, I want to be like her and fly airplanes. Oh, you want to be a pilot, honey? That's so nice. Since then, Dad would show me movies on pilots, flying, and everything related to it. I so wanted to be like Amelia. Things were fine until one day my parents noticed something was wrong with my eye. They immediately took me to the doctor, and I was diagnosed with a condition called lazy eye. That meant I had poor vision in just one eye, and it would wander to the side, and the best way to fix it was surgery. This made my life very hard at school. For starters, I had to wear big glasses, and then the problem of my wandering eye was there.
Are you looking at the board or the teacher's butt?
No, I'm not. I was looking at
The teacher's butt. I know!
I so hated when people did this to me. Mom began saving every penny for my surgery, which would happen when I was 10. But luck was against us. Dad lost his job. Even though he tried to find another job, he just couldn't, and soon he just gave up. And we'd see him sitting on the couch all day playing video games. It got difficult for Mom to take care of the three of us with just her salary, and they would fight almost every day. But one night, their fight got very loud, and I heard a knock at my door.
Doria, can I stay in your room? I am scared.
Oh no, Caroline, you don't have to be scared. I'm right here, and I promise I will always be there for you. Okay? Now, why don't we have some fun? Caroline and I played and jumped up and down on the bed. It was so fun. We talked the night away, and I told her about my dream to become a pilot.
Will you take me on the plane with you?
Of course. I'll even let you sit next to me and take you to different places. When I turned 13, Mom had finally saved enough money for my surgery, and I was so happy. To celebrate, Dad said he would get me a surprise. I loved surprises. This was one of the best days ever. Ta-da! Congratulations, Daria. What's wrong, honey? It's your fave. That's one ugly cake. I said red velvet, not carrot cake.
It is red velvet, Dumbo. Taste it.
It is, but an ugly one. Boo-hoo, you didn't get a pretty cake. Can we just eat now? I gotta go for practice. Forget it, I'll eat later. That was somewhat rude of her. But as we were growing up, I realized how Caroline had begun to get distant. I talked to Dad about it, and he said it was just a phase, and how she was so much into sports. I did miss the younger, naive Caroline, but thank God I had Keisha, my neighbor and best friend. She knew all my secrets, including my big fat crush on the school's hottest guy, Jason. The guy was everything a girl could ever dream of. Plus, he was in a band too. So hot, right?
Daria, you should totally tell him about your crush.
So that he'll see me as one of his fangirls? No, thank you.
Oh, come on. He won't see you that way. You better tell him soon or I will. Kidding.
That evening when I got back home from school, I saw Mom and Dad arguing. Again. So what's this one about? Ooh, let me guess. Dad overslept. Wait, he got another parking ticket. Ooh, I know. He burned dinner. Nah, this time, Dad spent the electricity bill on food for him and his friends when he came over to watch the cricket match. Can you believe it? That's a new one. Perfect. Now the power is cut. Well, things didn't change over the next few years, and when I was 17, Mom announced she would have to move to Dubai because she had a really good job offer there. We decided that Caroline and I would stay back with Dad and finish our studies here. Dubai? Won't you miss us? Of course I will. I know you can handle things here. I trust you, sweetie. Plus, I'll be back in a while. After Mom left, everything was on my shoulder. It was unfair, and I sort of resented her for that. Good job opportunity or bad? How could she just leave? I was pretty upset, but when Dad stepped up, things got better. He spent most of his time taking care of us, which was unusual, but I loved it. After I was done with high school, I was excited and started saving money for the pilot training program, but I was still falling short.
Daria, why don't you just borrow from your mom? Or maybe Caroline?
Oh, Mom said she will give, but I can't ask her for the entire amount. And Caroline? She won't give it up so easily. She keeps an account of everything. She's a little weird in that way.
So, why don't you take it and give it back later?
She doesn't have to know. Borrow from Caroline? I didn't want to, but I was out of options. So I borrowed some cash from Caroline's safe box and pretended like nothing was wrong. I'll bring it back soon. Just a few weeks later, when I got home from my part-time job, I saw Caroline having a yelling competition with Dad. What in the world was happening? Caroline, what's going on? Well, I was missing a big chunk of money recently, and it turns out Dad stole it. No way. Why would he? He walked in with gifts for us. Expensive ones. Where would he get the money from? How can you accuse me of doing something like this? I saved this. Yeah, right. You saved money? You don't know the S of save, Dad. Caroline stormed out of there, and I saw Dad staring at me. Later, Mom found out, and it got even worse. I felt extremely guilty and wanted to tell Caroline everything, but I couldn't. The guilt was eating me, and one day I just wanted to be out of the house, away from everything. So Keisha and I went to a cafe where we ran into someone I never thought I would meet. Jason. Hey, Daria. Haven't seen your pretty face in so long. I don't know why I just said that. I mean, it's been so long. Jason, it's so nice to see you here. Why was my voice going so high? Since that day, Jason and I had been constantly texting and calling, and soon we became really good friends. I even confessed about my elephant-sized crush on him, and he said he liked me too. A couple of weeks later, I invited Jason for Caroline's birthday. After all of her friends had left, it was just the four of us and Dad, and we decided to watch a movie. But Caroline was still not talking to Dad, so he left saying he was feeling tired. I felt so bad for him. The guilt was eating me alive, and I wanted to confess to Caroline immediately. But the outfits worn by the actors distracted me. Oh, that's a lovely design. Maybe if the dress was in red and not orange, it would have looked better.
What are you talking about? That dress is red. Do you need glasses now, Grandma?
Oh, shush. But that is orange, right? No, it's red. Like really bright red.
Maybe the contrast in color looks different from the angle you're sitting at?
Yeah, maybe. But I let this go and focused on my test for the pilot training. But when it was time for the vision test, I was left in shock. I had color blindness. But I got my eyes fixed and had surgery. This happens a lot. Color blindness can often go unnoticed. But look at the bright side. It's just partial color blindness. Just partial? This cannot be happening. Does this mean I still can be a pilot? I'm afraid you can't. I'm sorry. I ran out of there and locked myself in my room as soon as I got home. This was single-handedly one of the worst days of my life. To add to this, all Mom did was call and talk to me for a little while because she had to rush to a meeting. It's like she didn't even care. I was beginning to hate my life. I was sick of staying at home and decided to go over to Keisha's place, and even bought our favorite milkshakes on my way, but I was not prepared for what I saw.
Oh my god, Daria!
Are you freaking kidding me? Daria, how could you do this to me? Let me explain. I wasn't talking to you. I can't even look at your face. Keisha, how could you?
You weren't dating him. I liked him too since high school. And before I knew it, we kissed at Caroline's birthday.
Hold up! At my sister's party? Under my roof? And you sat next to me and held my hand while watching the movie. You know what? I don't need a backstabbing friend like you. And a jerk. I'll pass. You both deserve each other. I was fuming with anger, and I'm pretty sure it looked like a steam engine. I threw the milkshake at them and stormed out of there. I cut off all contact with both Keisha and Jason and avoided them. I felt so betrayed. Why was all this happening to me? My life was the worst. Before I knew it, Mom ended up coming back to check up on me. Wow, look who decided to show up. Finally got some time off of your work to check on your family? Don't talk to me that way, Daria. Do you have any idea how much I've been through? And what about what I've been through? Huh? You didn't show up when I got to know about my colorblindness. Instead, you showed up now. Because I'm acting sad? I just hate you. I saw the look of shock on Mom's face before I was being dragged out of the house by Caroline.
What is wrong with you? Why are you acting this way?
I just hate how my life has turned out. I went through so much. This awful eye condition, Mom abandoning us, and now Jason and Keisha.
Oh my God, shut up. She didn't abandon us, and what? Some boy problems? Grow up. Everyone has problems. Did you know I actually failed my exams when Mom left? Instead of crying and making a scene, I decided to do better. And I did. And when Dad stole the money, I lost my mind. Do you know why I was saving that money?
To buy these new shoes for football so that I could perform well and get the scholarship. But I couldn't, and I lost it. Oh my God, what have I done? Caroline, I have to tell you something. It wasn't Dad who stole your money. It was me. I am so sorry. Before I could complete my sentence, Caroline slapped me across the face. You selfish person. Are you happy? Ruining my life? My relationship with Dad? You know what? I'm glad Keisha and Jason are together. You don't deserve to be happy for what you did. Caroline, please listen. Since that day, Caroline had refused to speak to me. I apologized to Dad and Mom for what I did, especially Dad. I should have said something that day, Dad. I wasn't strong enough. You know, I had seen you take the money from Caroline's safe, but I wanted you to tell her yourself. What you did was hard for me to believe, but I am glad that you came clean. In the end, that's what counts. Mom and Dad didn't forgive me right away, but eventually they did. However, my sister didn't. Every time I tried to talk to her, Caroline acted as if I didn't even exist. Dad told me to give her some time, and I did. A couple of months had passed, and I was still at home with no idea what I'd do with my future. But one day, Dad gave me the brochures of some universities. So what? You can't fly a plane. You can help build one. Aircraft engineer? Why didn't I think of... Thanks a lot, Dad. I'll apply for it. I did. And the day my acceptance letter arrived, I was over the moon. And there was only one person I wanted to tell this to, Caroline. I decided to get her those shoes. But once again, I was short on cash. But then I had the best idea. Once I had the shoes, I put them outside Caroline's room and waited for her to see. Do you forgive me? I'm still mad at you, but thank you for this. Why are you wearing a cap? What did you do? I sort of sold my hair. Don't worry, it'll grow back. I'm just happy that you're happy. I can't believe you did this for me. Thank you so much, Daria.
Hi, I'm Grace from Vermont. Before I continue, hit the like and subscribe button. If you do, you'll meet the love of your life while on vacation near a pool. My parents were billionaires, so I got whatever I wanted growing up. Dad was the head of a huge fashion company that my mom helped him run. Dad was ruthless in the boardroom, like an ancient warrior. But when it came to me and my mom, he was a total pushover. He gave us everything we could ever want. Just one island? Anything for my girls. I'd give you the moon if you asked for it. Even though my life was practically perfect, I had a bad stutter, which made me a laughing stock at school. Wow, that's a pretty skirt. Where did you get it from? Shouldn't it? It's cool. I'll just check some stores. It was awkward, and my parents took me to the best doctors, tried speech therapy, medication, and even hypnotism, but nothing helped. I started to lose confidence, but my parents were always supportive and inspired me to accept myself, just as I am. It doesn't matter if it takes you 1 try or 100. Never stop speaking your mind. Your voice is just as important as anyone else's. As I grew older, I became more comfortable with my condition and even made friends at school. But my favorite thing in the world was being the princess of my house. Life was good, till I turned 13 and everything changed. My parents told me they were adopting from the orphanage, but it wasn't just 1 girl, but 5. I wasn't as thrilled as they were, but I didn't show it to my parents. Besides, it could be fun to have so many sisters. So I got on board. The day they were supposed to come home, I decked up the whole place and must have tried 100 dresses before finding the perfect one. I wanted to make a good impression. The oldest one, Olivia, was my age, and from the looks of it, she loved fashion just as much as I did. I'm Grace. Pleased to meet you. Olivia was so busy sizing up my outfit, I don't think she even heard me. I like your dress, but the ribbons are so tacky. And what's with those shoes? You know what? You look so cute with braids in this outfit, even though it's a little, weird. I think she looks nice. Ignore Olivia. She's just jealous. It was clear from the beginning that Olivia had an issue with me for some odd reason, but at least the other 4 were gentle. Margot and Beatrice didn't care about fashion, but they were easy to talk to. We became friends in no time, gossiping about boys and school and fighting over the best spot by the pool. Harper and Quinn were younger and stuck to themselves. Harper was obsessed with insects and was always collecting ladybugs and other creepy crawlies. Quinn was like her sister Shadow, silently following her everywhere. A week after my sister's arrival, my parents took us on a shopping spree so they wouldn't have to wear the same clothes from the orphanage. And Olivia bought everything I did. At first, she just wore the same belt or hat, but soon she was copying my whole outfit. Why are you copying me? I think you're copying me. But it's cool. I know I have a great eye for fashion, so it's a compliment. Oh my god, the new Gucci bag! I didn't care if Olivia wanted to dress like me. It just bugged me that she was lying about it. So one day, I pretended I was gonna wear the ugliest outfit, but then I changed at the last second. Olivia showed up to breakfast looking like a clown. Wow, Olivia, you look so good. Yeah, right? I saw Gummy Hadid wearing this. You mean Gigi? And I don't think that she would ever wear something this funny. The only thing funny here is the way you talk.
Olivia, apologize this minute.
Why? It's just harmless jokes between sisters, Dad. Whatever. Sorry, Grace. Please don't cry now. After that day, Olivia stopped copying my outfits, but we just couldn't see eye to eye. I tried to be friendly, but she was just a mean witch. So after a while, I stopped being nice and just ignored her. While Olivia was a pain in my butt at home, in school, I had Pearl. She was the head cheerleader and a total bully. One day, my sisters and I were eating in the food court at the mall when Pearl swooped in like a vulture. How are you doing, Grace? Just leave me alone. What? I didn't quite catch that. Were you trying to say something? Zip it, moron. Don't you have something else to do? Like bore people with your dumb cheerleading moves? Oh, but I'm getting bored. And you're so entertaining. Did I do that right? That was perfect. Before I could say anything, Harper pulled out a jar of ladybugs from her backpack and dumped them on Pearl's hair. What have you done, you moron? Pearl screamed and ran off. Instead of staying with us, Olivia took off to help her. Thanks for sticking up for me, you guys. Of course, we sisters need to have each other's backs. I just wish Olivia wasn't such a blind duck. Oh, she'll come around. Only she didn't. She started getting weird around me. And then one day, something unbelievable happened. Pearl turned into Olivia's evil minion. She followed her around like a shadow. If Olivia made a dumb joke, Pearl laughed. If Olivia wanted a cookie, Pearl brought her one. Pearl would have helped Olivia make a monster in a lab if she asked. This was so weird and fishy. I tried to find out what Pearl's deal was, but then I got busy with school assignments and forgot all about it. They were a match made in hell anyway. A week later, Mom and Dad called us into the study for a big announcement.
It's my dream that my girls join the family business one day. And with Fashion Week coming up, I want all my girls to help with their brilliant ideas. The best ones will end up on the ramp, so give it your best shot.
Oh, my God, Dad! This is such an amazing opportunity! I won't let you down. Yes, Dad, you'll love our designs. Olivia smiled at me, but the moment Mom and Dad left, she went back to her devilish smirk. Ugh, dramatic much? This opportunity is mine, and I will own it. You can relax and watch me work if you'd like. Think of it as a learning experience. Say what you want, but I know Dad will pick my designs, so watch out. I stayed up late every night working on my dress. My other sisters made their own dresses for fun, but everyone knew Olivia and I were the only ones taking it seriously. We both really wanted to impress Dad. The night before Dad judged the dresses, Olivia snuck into the studio and destroyed my dress. Luckily for me, Harper and Quinn saw her sneaking out and told me what happened. I knew she was jealous of me, but this was an all-new low. How was I supposed to make a new dress overnight? That's when an idea struck me. If I couldn't beat Olivia fair and square, I'd just have to play tricks with her. So, I swapped her dress for my ruined one. The next day, when Dad walked into the studio to judge our dresses, we both took the sheets off of our mannequins, and Olivia's mouth dropped open in shock to see what I'd done. But obviously, she couldn't tell Dad that the dress was really hers without admitting that she'd destroyed mine.
Grace, I pick you. This isn't your usual style, but it's certainly beautiful. Olivia, it's a shame you gave up on your dress. It looks like it could have been something special.
I know, Dad. Wonder what happened. Oh, don't be a sore loser, Ollie. I'm sure you'll do just as good as the next time, if there is a next time. I wasn't one to gloat usually, but the look on Olivia's face was so satisfying. A few days later, we were all on a flight to Paris for Fashion Week, and Olivia couldn't stop glaring at me. That's my dress that's about to go down the runway. You shouldn't steal credit, and you shouldn't sabotage people. Olivia, why can't we leave this stupid fight and just be friends? Friends? With you? No thank you. And I know you hate me, so please stop pretending. I don't. Stop talking. You're giving me a headache. Olivia then got up, and for the rest of Fashion Week, she totally ignored me. Pin that hem. Olivia, hand me that hat. Olivia! What? Can't you see I'm on the phone? Can you help? Who are you even talking to? Ugh, just leave me alone. This girl was so weird. Even when we got back, she wouldn't talk to me, not even rudely. She'd either stay in her room or hang out with Pearl. And worse was that she'd started inviting Pearl to our place, which really annoyed me. Oops, I got to that first. Ugh. After a successful show at Fashion Week, Dad started getting a lot of orders. He worked for months on a new line, and all the designs were kept under lock and key in his studio, and nobody was allowed inside. But in less than 2 weeks before his runway show, someone leaked pictures of the new collection all over the internet. The tabloids went wild guessing who it could be.
I can't believe someone would do this. All my hard work is gone. Nobody has access to my study except you girls. If anyone knows something, tell me now.
I took a quick look at everyone, and all of us were equally shocked.
Fine. If that's what you want, you're all grounded with no phone privilege or allowance.
But we didn't do anything. That's not fair. But Dad simply frowned and left. We all know you did it, Olivia. Just admit it. It wasn't me. I would never do that to Dad. Relax, guys. This is not the time to turn on each other. Dad didn't talk to us for days, and it really hurt me to watch all my sisters so sad and depressed. But Olivia looked extra worried. She would stay in her room, refusing to talk to anyone. One day, I was taking an evening stroll in the garden when I noticed Olivia slipping out of the house, and she looked really anxious. I wanted to stop her, but then I decided to follow her, and she stopped in front of Pearl's house. Ugh, what do you want now? I know you're the one who stole my keycard and then stole Dad's designs and leaked them, Pearl. I should have never taken you into the study that day. Yeah, that was kinda dumb. especially since you know my mom's company is your #1 competitor. You made it so easy to steal your designs. And now we'll be on top, while you guys will eat dirt. In your dreams, you sick psycho. No, not when the whole world would know what big fat cheaters you all are. Olivia looked at me in shock as I pulled out the phone and started playing back the recording with Pearl's confession. Give me that. Not so easy. Besides, I've already uploaded it, so there's nothing you can do. Pearl was at a loss for words, and suddenly her phone started ringing. Must be your mom. If I were you, I'd think of going underground for a few days. Pearl ran away crying, and Olivia turned to me. I'm so sorry, Grace. I should have been smarter. You should have. But right now, we need to figure out how to help Dad. We don't have much time before the show. So are you with me? Yes, of course I am. My sisters and I locked ourselves in the mansion for a week straight, staying up late every night, altering his designs. Harper and Quinn did all the sketching, and Marco and Beatrice gathered all the fabrics and accessories Dad would need. Then Olivia and I helped Dad put everything together. When the day of the fashion show arrived, we were ready. The paparazzi and critics were waiting for the curtains to rise, expecting the show to be a disaster with all the leaked designs. But when the curtain rose and the spotlights came on, the entire audience gasped. The new designs were even more beautiful, and the show was a massive success. And Dad was super proud.
You set aside your differences, and you worked hard. You pulled together as a family. I'm so proud of all of you.
It was Grace. She's the one who brought us together on this. Team effort. That's what sisters are for. Olivia and I smiled at each other as the rest of my sisters hugged me. I just knew everything would always be fine as long as we stuck together. Hi, I'm Jody from North Dakota. Please like and subscribe, and you'll be able to fulfill all your New Year's resolutions. Ever since I can remember, Dad made me and my younger brother Josh compete for everything.
This teddy's mine. I grabbed it first. So what? I saw it first.
Don't fight, kids. The one of you who burps the loudest gets it.
Josh's burp was way louder than mine, and the teddy went to him. So annoying. On our way back home, Josh and I fought over the window seat. And again, Dad had a weird solution.
Let's see who can stick their head out of the window and spit the farthest.
Josh won again. But I accidentally spilled some orange juice on the window seat, so his butt ended up all wet and sticky. Josh usually won these crazy competitions, and he and Dad were a team. But Mom adored me, and we spent hours baking together. And unlike Dad, she didn't make us compete for stuff. The purple cars for Josh and the red ones for you, Jody.
Why buy 2 cars? They could have shared one. When will you understand that money doesn't grow on trees?
Dad left the office looking upset, but Mom turned to us with a huge smile. I got you guys 2 packs of crayons too, but don't tell Dad, okay?
You're the best, Mom.
But Josh broke all his crayons in minutes, then grabbed mine and flushed them down the toilet. He really was a top-grade jerk. Other than that, my life was good. But then one day, everything came crashing down. Mom had ordered pizza for Josh and me, and we were fighting over the last slice when Dad came back from work early.
You ordered pizza again? Why can't you cook, lazy woman? I'm not some millionaire.
They had a huge fight that day, and suddenly, Mom was packing her bags to leave. I cried and tried to stop her, but she said she'd come and see us soon and just left. Then, Dad gave me the last slice of pizza, and I immediately stopped crying and stuck my tongue out at Josh. Don't judge me for not being sadder, guys. I was only 7 then. A few weeks later, our parents got divorced, and since Mom wasn't financially stable, we stayed with Dad. Mom only visited us on weekends and special occasions. Years passed, and Josh and I finally reached high school. One day, we came back from school to find Mom getting out of a flashy car. Jody, Josh, come quickly. I'm taking you to my new home for the weekend. Her new home was a freaking palace. It turned out that Mom's fiancé Steve was a real estate mogul, and this was one of his houses. Later after lunch, Mom said she had something important to discuss.
I haven't been able to offer you a home before, but thanks to Steve's support, I can now. I'd love for you guys to come live here with me. What do you think?" We were both taken aback, but then Josh said he wouldn't leave Dad and walked out of the room. Mom looked heartbroken. What about you, Jody? To be honest, I'd missed being close to Mom, and it wouldn't be too bad getting away from Josh and not fighting for everything. I think I'd like to stay with you. But what about Dad? I'll talk to him, don't worry. And you can still see him whenever you want. Oh, this is just such wonderful news. After the weekend, Josh went back to Dad and I moved in with Mom. She let me have the biggest bedroom. I love it here, Mom. And I love you. I've been waiting to hear that for so long. In the coming days, Mom got me anything I wanted. New clothes, new shoes, new handbags, new bedroom furniture. I even had 3 maids waiting on me hand and foot. One day, I decided to bake a cake for Mom, but I just couldn't figure out the fancy oven settings. Before I knew it, there was a small blast. Just then, a girl my age came running in. "Are you trying to burn the kitchen down?" "I'm sorry, I was just trying to bake a cake." "Well, it looks more like a volcano now. No wonder it caused so much destruction." She looked at me, and then we both burst out laughing. The girl introduced herself as Darcy, our butler's daughter. We got to talking, and I found out that Darcy loved baking too. We exchanged a few recipes and decided to try them soon. The next day, Mom got me enrolled into a fancy private school, but it looked more like a 5-star hotel. And the students looked like they'd walked off a modeling ramp. Feeling kind of nervous, I was trying to find my classroom when a group of the most gorgeous girls suddenly blocked my way. "New admission. We like your Gucci's and Chanel, girl. You can join our pack." And just like that, I became a part of the most popular group in school, the Wildcats. And boy, these cats were wild. They partied like crazy, blew thousands of dollars on useless stuff, and got tattoos in the weirdest places. But for the first time in my life, I was among the popular kids in school, and I was loving it. A few weeks later, I was hanging out with my cool group outside school, and to my shock, they started smoking. One of them pushed me to try it too, and I didn't want to look uncool, so I did. But I started coughing like crazy. "Jody, what are you doing?" "OMG, Jody, who's this peasant talking to you?" What are you doing here, Darcy?" "I study at the school 2 blocks down. I was just walking home." "Ew, are you talking about that gross public school? That confirms you're poor. Jody, you're a wildcat. You can't be talking to people like her." Yeah. "Darcy, please go away. I'll talk to you later if I have time." Darcy gave me a disgusted look and left. I felt terrible, but I had a reputation to maintain now. When I got back home, I found Steve and Mom waiting for me, and I knew there was trouble.
"So, you're smoking now? Is that why I'm paying your sky-high school fees?"
"Jody, I'm so disappointed in you." "What? I didn't. There must be some mistake."
"Don't you dare lie to me. You were smoking, and the butler's daughter saw you."
Steve was always so calm, and seeing him like that was kinda scary. He shouted at Darcy to come in.
"Tell me what you told us earlier, girl. Did you see Jody smoking or not?"
Darcy looked at me, then turned nervously to him. "Sir, I think I made a mistake because that girl was wearing a different dress. I'm so sorry for the confusion." Steve sent her away angrily, and soon after I followed her. "What were you thinking, being a snitch?" "I was trying to save you from falling into bad habits, but I wasn't expecting Mr. Steve to react so badly, so I changed my statement. You should be thanking me." "Well, no thank you. Just mind your own business." "Yeah, I'll do that now. You're just a rich brat. I don't know why I thought you were different." I felt so mad at her, but I forgot about the fight soon because the following weeks, I had a crazy schedule. I went to school, attended salsa and French classes Mom enrolled me in, and then went out partying with my friends. I was so busy with my new life that I almost completely forgot about Dad and Josh, too. Then one day, I got a call from Josh.
"Can you come home this evening? I want to plan a surprise party for Dad."
I promised Josh I'd be there, and that I'd also bake a special cake for Dad. But when I came back from school that day, Mom was already waiting for me. Jody, there's an important event tonight, and Steve says I need to look my best. So I was thinking we'll go shopping first, and then maybe we'll both get makeovers. That sounds cool. By the time we came back home from the mall, I was so exhausted that I took a short nap. And when I woke up, it was already so late. When I got to Dad's place, Josh was done with all the preparations. I am so sorry.
No problem. At least you turned up.
No need to be so snarky. I was just tired.
Yeah, I know how exhausting shopping can be. I saw you at the mall with Mom. You've changed, Jody.
No, I haven't.
Really? Then where's Dad's birthday cake?
That's when I realized I'd completely forgotten about it.
Seems like life with us wasn't good enough for you. That's why it's so easy for Mom to buy your love with all this fancy stuff.
That's not what she's doing. And maybe I like it that I don't always have to share things with you. And Mom and Steve never scold me for buying something I want. They aren't stingy like Dad. Just then, I realized that Dad had walked in. Oh, Dad! Happy birthday!
I know that I'm careful with money, Jody, but I've always worked hard and tried to give you a good life.
I know that. I didn't mean it.
Yes, you did. You just didn't mean for me to hear it.
Dad said he was tired and just wanted to go to bed. And Josh was so mad at me for ruining everything. Back at home, I tried falling asleep but kept feeling terrible. I didn't mean to hurt Dad. And was it true that I'd changed, like Josh had said? A few days later, Mom and Steve were out at some party, so I invited some friends over. We were having a great time, dancing, till one of them started a food fight, and the next thing I knew, they were all going crazy. Can you stop, please? My parents won't be happy about this. What? We're just having fun. And I'm sure you have plenty of servants to do the cleanup. Look, there's one. She pointed at Darcy, who just walked in with drinks and got hit by some food. Just then, one girl jumped on the couch, knocking over a large crystal vase and smashed it to bits on the floor. That's it! Enough! You guys don't get to disrespect anyone, and you don't get to act like spoiled brats in someone's house. Leave, all of you! You can't talk to us like that. We made you one of the most popular girls in school, and we can end that instantly by kicking you out of the Wildcats. Sounds amazing! That's exactly what I want. Now get out! The girls stormed off while Darcy and I stared at the mess. I'll take care of this. You don't need to help. You'll never get this done alone before Mr. Steve's back, so let's not waste time. We worked our butts off for the next 2 hours and finally sat down exhausted. Hey, I'm sorry my friends acted like jerks. I don't care about them, but I hadn't expected you to be like that, or even have such friends. I know. I don't even know who I am these days. I've been trying so hard to fit in with these people I don't even like. And also, I forgot my dad's birthday and hurt his feelings. And my brother, he thinks Mom's trying to buy my love by giving me all these gifts. Do you feel the same? Maybe. She hasn't spent much time with me ever since I moved in here, but she does get me whatever I want. Darcy suggested I tell Mom how I felt. So later that night, I walked up to Mom's room to talk when I heard her and Steve arguing. Steve, I changed myself completely for your sake. I tried my best to be a good partner, but I can't tolerate you cheating on me.
Do you have another option? Do you want me to throw you and your daughter out of this house?
No. There's nothing I wouldn't put up with for my daughter's happiness. I finally have her love after all these years. I wouldn't be able to bear it if she leaves me.
Then stay quiet and don't interfere in my matters.
I slid behind a statue as Steve marched out of the door. When I peeked into Mom's room, I found her crying. And just then, reality hit me. Mom wasn't trying to buy my love. She was just showering me with hers. Mom? Oh, Jody! I think I have something in my eye. I heard you and Steve talking, Mom. And I want you to know that I love you, whether you have money or not. But on my own, I don't even have enough to give you the kind of life you were living with your dad. I was just a waitress, and I met Steve. I don't care, Mom. It's you I want to be with, not your house or the stuff you can give me. You know what? I've always wanted to start a small baking business. Maybe we should do that together. The next day, Mom and I moved out of Steve's mansion with our hands empty, but our hearts full. We rented a tiny apartment and started our baking business from home. And I took the time to reconnect with Dad and Josh and even kept in touch with Darcy. In a few months, our business took off with massive help from Josh.
Cake number 17 delivered.
Thanks, bro. Aren't you the best?
I know. That's why I want these headphones.
What? No! Mom got those for me. Some things never change, do they? Hi, I'm Selma from Bosnia. Before I tell you my extraordinary story, click like and subscribe because my story animated will give $1,000 to one lucky person who subscribes in the next 7 days. When I was 4, my parents and I went for Christmas to a little town far from home. The day we were going back, I was so excited at the train station.
Mommy, look! Our train's here!
I turned around to see Mom was gone. So was Dad. My heart raced in panic as I ran through the crowd, calling out to them. And moments later, I saw the train moving. Were my parents leaving without me? I ran after the train crying when suddenly someone took my arm. It was a kind-looking police officer, and I told him I was lost. He asked me to describe my parents to him.
Dad was wearing a brown coat, and Mommy's dress was red.
Sweetheart, can you describe their faces?
I couldn't describe them at all, and I didn't even know where I lived. The police officer dropped me at an orphanage and said he'd come to get me as soon as he found my parents. But days turned into weeks and weeks to months, and no one came for me. One day, I was introduced to a new roommate. When we were alone, the girl spotted my necklace on the bedside table and asked me what it was. It's a present from my parents. Want to try it on? I don't mind. I put it around her neck, and her face lit up. We became friends instantly, and I went to sleep feeling a little happier that night. The next morning, I jumped from my bed when I saw a strange girl in the room wearing my necklace. Hey, that's mine. You can't have that. What? You said I could wear it. I've never seen you before in my life, you thief. And with that, I pounced on her. The warden heard her screams and came running in. And when she pulled us apart, I saw a woman standing in the doorway. Child, are you crazy? Why are you attacking your roommate? What? I don't know who she is. I don't know who anyone is. The woman hugged me gently, asking me to explain what I meant. I told her that ever since I was a kid, I just couldn't remember faces. It turned out that the woman's name was Sarah, and she was a brilliant doctor. She told me I had a condition called face blindness, probably from birth. But it's nothing to worry about. I can teach you to get really good at recognizing people by their voices and expressions. Would you like to come live with me, Selma? Something about her reminded me of Mom, and I immediately said yes. And before I knew it, Sarah had adopted me, and I was flying to another city with her to live in her beautiful mansion. With Sarah's help, I grew more confident around people. I was homeschooled for many years, but on my 14th birthday, she told me I was ready for school. As soon as I entered the class on my first day, a group of girls flocked around me. Wow, that dress is gorgeous. Looks like you have money and good taste. You're pretty, too. We could be twins. But first tell me, how much money do you have in your bank account? 3 giraffes and an elephant? Oh gosh, you're funny too. Just like me. I'm Laura, I'm super popular, and you can sit with me. The next day at lunch, I saw Laura alone in the cafeteria and I joined her. Seconds later, someone pulled me up by the arm, and it was Laura. Why are you sitting with her? Being friends with me isn't good enough for you? Oh, Laura, I didn't realize. I thought it was you. You thought that was me? Did you just forget my beautiful blue eyes or my swan-like neck? I somehow convinced her that I'd just gotten confused and I had to be more careful. After that, I stuck close to Laura and her group and always waited to hear them speak first. A few months later, the school's winter dance was coming up and everyone was super excited. One day, a boy sat down next to me at lunch and said,
I thought we had a moment the other day in the hallway. I'm Ben. Care to go with me to the dance?
I had no freaking idea who he was, but I said yes anyway. Suddenly, to my shock, Laura flung her tray aside angrily and screamed, "You witch!" And then she stormed off. Wait, what just happened? Did Laura like Ben?
A little later, I found a girl who looked like her on the bleachers ripping a bunch of roses to shreds. Laura, listen, I had no idea you liked Ben. I'll say no to him. That doesn't change anything. You already said yes, so go with him now. Dance, get married, have babies, I don't care. I felt terrible. I almost canceled the dance, but Sarah said if Laura was a good friend, she'd come around eventually. At the dance, I could feel admiring eyes on me as I walked down the hall. Just then, Ben came running up to me, and without a word, he pulled me in for a kiss. Wow, it was my first kiss ever, and it felt freaking amazing. Seriously, Selma? You just said yes so you could kiss some random dude on our date and humiliate me publicly? No, wait, Ben, this is a mistake. How could you kiss him by mistake? Do you kiss so many guys that you can't even tell them apart anymore? How could I explain this without announcing my condition? I ran out the hall and tripped on my dress, falling face first. No one helped me up, and I blinked away my tears as I ran out. I would have skipped school the next day, but we had a big test I couldn't miss. After the exam, I was in charge of collecting and submitting the answer sheets to the teacher. When I walked to Miss Galina's office, I saw her at the door and waited to hear her voice. Yes, Selma. Thank you. That was definitely her. I handed her the papers and went to the library. But minutes later, Miss Galina was breathing down my neck. I've been waiting for you in my office, and you're relaxing here? Where are the papers? What? Miss Galina, I just gave them to you 10 minutes ago, in your office. Is this some stupid joke? You did nothing of the sort. Just then, I heard Laura behind us. Miss Galina, I just saw her hiding the test papers in her locker. I think she was planning to cheat and change her answers. What? Miss Galina insisted I opened my locker, and sure enough, the answer sheets came spilling right out. How was this possible? I tried explaining my condition to the principal, but she got even angrier at me for making things up, and I was expelled. As I stormed out of her office, I spotted Laura in the corridor, grinning. Laura, did you trick me and frame me? Do you know about my condition? Oh yeah, I've known for a while now. Your cook told my maid who told me. Did you also set me up at the dance last night with that boy? Why? Just because I wanted to go out with stupid Ben? No, because I wanted to go out with you. You're completely blind, aren't you? Too blind to see who really loves you? But no, all you want is attention from stupid boys. I hate you, and I'm happy I don't have to see your pretty face anymore. What the what? Laura freaking loved me? When I got home, I looked around for Sarah to tell her about my terrible day, and I found her in my room holding my necklace. She looked like she'd seen a ghost. Selma, where did you get this from? What do you mean? It's mine. My parents gave it to me one Christmas. Oh my God, Selma, I think I know who your real family is. And then she told me the craziest thing. She said the rose symbol on my pendant was the crest of one of Bosnia's richest families. I remember reading in the news a long time ago that they'd lost a little girl. Selma, I've had you for all these years when they live right here in this city. This was unbelievable. The very next day, Sarah drove me to my house, which was basically a palace. When we were finally allowed to see them, I just knew these people were my parents. They listened to Sarah's story in stunned silence. Then they burst into tears and hugged me. Oh, Selma, we've missed you so much. Our sweet, beautiful niece. Wait, what? Niece? The couple then told me that my own parents had died in a car crash soon after I was born, and that they were my uncle and aunt, my legal guardians. We raised you like our own daughter till that awful day when we lost you. We've missed you every day, honey. This was so much news to take in. I was happy to be reunited with my family, but it broke my heart to see Sarah go. She kissed me goodbye and said she'd come see me often. I missed her a lot, but I had a whole new life to get used to. My aunt and uncle were spoiling me rotten by showering me with expensive gifts and having the chef cook up every delicacy imaginable. I was in heaven. But then everything changed. They both thought with my condition it was better if I homeschooled. And after those first few days, I'd hardly ever see them. They were always too busy with their own things, and I felt lonelier than ever before. A few months later, they hosted a dinner for some friends, and the minute I entered the hall, I saw a girl who looked way too familiar. OMG, you're their long-lost niece? Daddy, this is the girl I told you about, the freak who can't remember her own face. We used to be friends in school till she was expelled.
What? You were expelled from school?
Yeah, for cheating. She's such a disgrace. You should just put her up for adoption. I'd had enough. I went right up to Laura and gave her a hard smack on the face. She screamed and pushed me onto the table straight into the food. I grabbed a chicken leg and threw it at her, hitting her right in the eye. And I was immediately grounded, but it was totally worth it. Later that night, I went down to get some food and nearly died when I opened the fridge. A light showed someone sitting in a chair. Laura, oh my God, what are you doing here? Relax, I just want to talk. I think you and I are meant to be together, Selma. It's fate. Are you crazy? I'm not into girls, and even if I was, I wouldn't be with you if you were the last freaking girl. Suddenly, we heard some footsteps, and Laura pulled me under the table. Just then, Aunt and Uncle walked in, talking in low voices. We have to think of something quickly. Once Selma turns 16, everything will legally be hers. This house, our cars, our money will be at the mercy of a stupid teenager.
I guess we'll have to leave her at the train station again, but on another continent this time. Maybe a really remote island.
As they laughed and walked away, I sat frozen in shock. They had left me at the train station on purpose? Whoa, that was crazy. Your relatives are pure evil. I can't believe it. They got rid of me for money? That's why no one ever came looking for me? I'm not letting them get away with this. Laura took me by the hand, and for the first time, she seemed nice. Listen, I'm really sorry about everything. I know you can't like me that way, and I've been really dumb taking it out on you. But please, let me help you now. Laura got me hearing devices to place all over the house, hoping we could catch Aunt and Uncle on record. And sure enough, one day we heard the two of them making travel plans for Timbuktu so they could leave me there. We submitted the proof to Laura's dad, who was a lawyer, and in no time, those two crooks were in prison. I became the rightful owner of everything my parents had left me, and the first thing I did was convince Sarah to move into my house. I went back to school, and well, Laura and I are now best friends.
Hi, I'm Lorna from Nashville, and this is my story. Please like and subscribe to For Eve. I grew up as an only child, and it was pretty lonely because my single mom was always busy. She'd mostly forget my birthdays or any promises she made. Mom, you promised you'd take me to the beach for a birthday picnic. The sea and the beach will still be there next weekend, Lorna, but without my job, I won't be able to raise you. Mom worked as a chef at a big restaurant, and I enjoyed watching her cook whenever I tagged along with her to work. That soup looks tasty. I need to use the bathroom. Don't touch anything. As soon as Mom left, I picked up a ladle and leaned over to scoop up some soup. Oh, it was so good. As I went in for another spoonful, suddenly my removable braces fell into the pot. Lorna, what are you doing there? Nothing. I quickly moved away, and she hurried with a bowl and dished out some soup. We have a very important guest in the restaurant. No distractions, please. When she went out again, I frantically searched for my braces, but moments later, she came into the kitchen crying. I just got fired because the important guest found this in his bowl. I am so sorry, Mom. Ever since you came, my life has been a roller coaster. I was heartbroken when she said that. After that, she changed towards me, even though I said sorry like a million times. She managed to get some part-time jobs, but was having trouble making ends meet. So eventually, when I was in 7th grade, we had to move from our nice apartment in the city and go live with Grandma in a small town. We hadn't met Grandma in ages, and she hugged me tight. Oh, you've grown so big, Lorna. Mom just sulked and took our bags upstairs to her old room. Grandma made an amazing supper, and I was having a great time, but Mom was still in a bad mood. And then she had the strangest conversation with Grandma. I don't want certain people to know that we're here. That's kind of impossible, dear. It's a small town. We're only going to be around for a few months till I get another job. Just don't talk about us with anyone. But I like Grandma's house. Please, let's just stay here for good. Mom just ignored me and walked off. We'll convince her to stay, don't worry. Now, you go to bed because tomorrow is your first day at your new school. The school I was going to was actually Mom's old school, and Grandma took me there the next morning while Mom stayed in bed. As I walked through the corridor, I saw this boy with big glasses hanging from his locker.
Hello, can you help me down?
How did you get up there?
My stupid older stepbrother and his friends.
I was as short as him, so it was a bit difficult getting him down, but we both ended up in a heap on the floor.
Thanks, I've never seen you around before.
Oh, I'm new. My name's Lorna.
Ew, what's that smell?
What smell?
It's coming from your bag. Do you have dead skunks in there?
When I opened it, I saw that Grandma had packed me lunch and it was leftovers from last night, and it didn't smell right. The boy ran away without even telling me his name, but when I got to class, I saw him there, and he instantly yelled,
"Hey everyone, there's the stink bomb I was telling you about."
That's how he paid me back for helping him? Everyone pinched their noses as I sat down with my stinky backpack, right behind that jerk, whose name was Brad. Hey, idiot, I'm hanging you back on that locker later.
I know what I did was wrong, but I've been waiting for a long time for someone new to take my place in school.
What are you talking about?
I've always been the easy target for bullies, the one that gets thrown in the trash bin or gets his face stuck in the toilet.
So you want me to go through all that?
It's not that bad, you look strong. Good luck.
I couldn't wait for class to be over so I could get back at him, but he ran out like lightning. When I got home, I told Grandma it was a bad idea to put leftovers in my lunchbox. I'm sorry, dear. Let's go get some lunch snacks from the grocery store. No, she's not going to the grocery store, Mom. Why can't I go to the store? It's just a short trip. It'll be fine. No one knows who she is. What? Nothing. Mom reluctantly agreed. And as Grandma and I roamed through the aisles, I suddenly spotted Brad walk in with a man who was probably his dad. Grandma, that's the boy who made all the kids laugh at me at school. Just then, Brad's dad saw us and approached Grandma. Hi, it's been a while since I've seen you. Oh, yes. Your son is really grown up. Yeah, who's this pretty girl? Oh, just a maid's daughter. What? No, I'm not, Grandma. Grandma? She's your granddaughter? Oh, God. Yes, she's my granddaughter. And then Brad's dad bent down and suddenly hugged me. Okay. What are you doing, weirdo? Gran, what's going on? Honey, I wasn't supposed to tell you this, but he's your dad. What? But Mom told me my dad wasn't alive. Oh, that's what she said. Well, I'm very much alive, honey. And this is your twin brother. What? Brad and I looked at each other stunned, and then Grandma said we needed to leave. On our way back home, Grandma explained everything to me. Your mom had just completed high school when she had you and your brother, and she wasn't ready to start a family, so she took you and asked your dad to keep your brother. But that's so unfair. I always wanted a sibling, because growing up, Mom was always busy and I was so lonely. I know, love. It wasn't a fair choice for both you and your brother. When we got home, Mom was waiting for us, smiling. I got a job interview. You told me I didn't have a dad, but I saw him today. And I have a twin brother too? Were you ever going to tell me? Gosh, I knew I shouldn't have come back here. She had to find out one day. Things like this just can't be kept a secret forever. This is a mess. Lorna, listen, I don't want to hear anything you have to say. You lied to me all my life. The next day when I woke up, Dad was in the kitchen with Brad. Why didn't you tell me you were in town? Because we made an arrangement to never see each other ever again. But you're here now. Don't you want to meet your son? Mom looked at Brad tearfully, and he looked as angry as I felt.
I have a mom.
And I have a dad. The situation in the kitchen was really tense, so I took Brad to my room while our parents still argued. This used to be Mom's room, but now it's mine.
I can't believe I have a mom. My own mom. And a grandma and a sister. After Dad married my stepmom, things just went bad for me. She and her son are awful people.
Don't worry, you have me now.
I'm sorry about what I did at school.
I forgive you. Mom and Dad apologized to us both and said they'd been wrong to keep us apart. Brad and I told them it would take us time to forgive them. But secretly, we both thought it was the best thing we'd ever discovered. Mom decided to stay, and as time went by, Brad and I got really close. He started coming by often, and we had a lot in common. Grandma adored Brad, and slowly he and Mom started warming up to each other too. Like this one time, Mom was struggling to open a bottle of pickles, and he instantly got up to help her out. "Wow, you're a strong boy now." She kissed him on his forehead, and his face just lit up. But at school, his older stepbrother Mason kept acting like a psycho. One day in the 8th grade, Dad took us all out to a restaurant. And just as I was about to sit next to Brad, Mason pulled away my chair and I fell flat on my butt.
Mason, what? I was pulling out a chair for the lady. I was being a gentleman, Dad. It's not my fault she's a clumsy idiot.
When Mason went to the bathroom, I smothered his seat with barbecue sauce without Dad noticing. Brad and I giggled as he took his seat.
What are you two goofballs laughing at?
It was so hilarious because when he got up, it looked like he pooped his pants. As we grew up, we learned how to defend ourselves against Mason and his friends. Until one day, I found Brad sitting with them during recess. "Hey Brad, did you lose your way and your mind? Come on, let's find another table."
He doesn't want to chill with you anymore. Go find some other friends.
"Brad?" But he just looked away. What was going on? I caught up with him at the end of the last class. "You want to tell me why you're hanging out with Mason suddenly?"
Look, Lorna, my stepmom has a lot of connections, and she said she'll help me get into a great university on full scholarship if I help Mason pass his exams. So I gotta do this, okay?
That's ridiculous. You don't need her connections. You can get in on your own. And I'm sure Dad has enough money to pay for your college.
That's the thing. He doesn't. Dad's business was doing really poorly when he met my stepmom. Sometimes I think he just married her for the money. Now she controls everything. I have to do what she says. That's what Dad's told me too. It's just for some time. Mason will graduate soon.
He just walked away, and I suddenly felt so lonely again. He stopped coming over completely. And since Mom had gotten a job as a head chef in a nearby city, she'd become really busy again too. Thankfully, I had Grandma, but lately she'd been struggling with her memory. And one day I came home, and she couldn't remember who I was. "Who are you? What are you doing in my house?" "Grandma, are you joking? Go away before I call the police." "But it's me, Lorna." I had to wait outside till Mom came back. We took Grandma to the hospital, and the doctor said she had Alzheimer's disease. "Why is this happening to Grandma? She's the only person I can talk to." "Sweetie, you can talk to me, but you're never around." Mom started taking weekends off from work, spending more time at home so we could take care of Grandma together. "Lorna, I was very young when I had you and your brother. And it felt like it might be the end of all my dreams, but it's not true. I just want you to know that I love you both more than my career. Family is the most important thing, and it's taken me some time to realize that." "Thank you, Mom. I love you too." Grandma's illness brought Mom and I closer, but Brad just never came back to us. He was still hanging out with Mason and his stupid friends even after they'd graduated high school. And then one day in 12th grade, I found him in the school parking lot trying to break into a teacher's car. "Brad, what are you doing?"
None of your business. Go away.
"No, you were doing something wrong. I'm not just gonna forget what I saw."
Look, just get out of here.
"I'm not going anywhere." Just then, Mason jumped over the school fence and started yelling at Brad.
What's taking you so long, dude? My boys are waiting outside. I couldn't get the car open. I'm trying.
I couldn't believe what I was hearing. They were stealing a teacher's car? Mason, I should have known that you were behind this.
When are you gonna learn to mind your own business, Lorna?
I'm calling the principal. As I walked away, Mason grabbed my hand and I screamed. But just then, Brad pounced on him.
Don't touch my sister.
While they rolled on the floor wrestling, I ran straight to the principal for help. The principal called the police, and Mason was arrested for trespassing on school property and attempted theft. Turned out, it wasn't the first car he and his gang had stolen. Brad, what happened to you?
Lorna, you don't know what I had to live with. Mason's mom is so evil. If I didn't listen to Mason, then he would tell his mom, and I won't get to go to college.
Did you talk to Dad? Did you tell him that Mason is making you steal cars?
I tried, but he never believes me.
I hugged him as he cried. You should have told me. I would have helped you. I told Mom everything that happened, and she was so mad at Dad. She insisted that Brad come and live with us, and he was really happy to. Soon after, my college application replies came back, and to my delight, I'd gotten in on a full scholarship.
I'm so happy for you, sis. My scholarship applications never got accepted, but at least you get to go.
I have enough money saved by now, and I'll pay for your studies, Brad. You don't have to worry about that ever again, because you are also my child. As we celebrated in the living room, Grandma suddenly appeared. Lorna, Brad, when did you get here? I'm so happy to see you. Grandma remembered us, even if it was for just a little while, and it was a moment to cherish.
Hi, I'm Clover, and boy have I got a crazy story to share with you. But before I spill the beans, please like and subscribe. Growing up, my mom and I were constantly butting heads. She was a marine biologist and dreamt of making me some kind of scientist too. Unfortunately for her, I loved fashion, and the only person who got me was Mom's sister, Aunt Lydia. Aunt Lydia ran a small boutique in the city, and even though she didn't make much money, she was the happiest person I knew. She always encouraged me to pursue my interest in fashion, and even taught me to sew. Every day, I would skip school and run to my aunt's boutique to watch her work. And while I loved it, it didn't reflect well on my report card. You got a D in science again? You go to the best school, you have the best tutors, and you still disappoint me. When I was your age, I didn't even have a school in my area. I had to walk 10 kilometers, cross a desert, swim through a canal, and walk over 3 bridges to reach the nearest school. It was tough, but I was determined to make a life for myself. That's an exaggeration. You don't get in the middle of this. You're ruining my daughter's life, just like you ruined yours. You're jealous I'm happier than you'll ever be. If by happy you mean as poor as a street rat, then congratulations, you take the cake. Mom and Aunt Lydia fought a lot that night, and the next day, Aunt Lydia told me she was moving to another town. Are you leaving because of Mom? No, sweetie. I'm leaving because I want to explore new opportunities. Then take me with you. I hate going to school anyway. You will finish your school and then follow your dreams. Now, I have something to keep you company while I'm gone. Aunt Lydia handed me the keys to her boutique, and the cutest Pomeranian puppy I'd ever seen in my life, Bonnie, and she became my best friend. Of course, I missed my aunt, but with Bonnie by my side, I felt less lonely. She followed me everywhere, and to my mom's horror, even slept in my bed. Even my friends adored Bonnie, and they gave me the idea to start a vlog based on her. I posted a bunch of videos with Bonnie, but what really picked up was when I started posting videos of us dressed in coordinated outfits that I designed. By the time I was 17, my vlog with Bonnie got really popular, and people even started reaching out for custom orders. I had my aunt's old sewing machine, so I started taking orders online and finally had my own business. Life was good, but Mom still thought I was wasting my time. Not that I cared. I was busy making my dreams come true. Then one evening, I was out walking with Bonnie when I noticed a cute ribbon shop. I was checking it out when suddenly Bonnie started growling. I turned around and saw this girl staring in her face. I knew it was you. You're the girl who dresses up like her dog on her vlog. Excuse me? Oh, don't get me wrong. I meant that as a compliment. I'm a big fan. Her name was Daisy, and she told me she was new to the neighborhood. We talked for a while before I noticed that it was late, so I left. The next morning, I had one of my big arguments with Mom, so I was in a really sour mood. And as soon as I walked into my class, I saw Daisy sitting at the back. She saw me too and slid into the seat next to mine. And we meet again. It's like we're destined to be friends. Anyway, we couldn't talk properly yesterday. You see, I had this really bad toothache. I was a kid when I slipped on a mop and broke my front tooth, and it just never got better. You want to see? That's, interesting. But I really need to focus on this class, Daisy. But why do you need to study? You're so famous and talented. Studies are for losers. You know what? We should totally hang out after school, and I'll show you this cool place. This rock is shaped like a weird tarantula. It's, oh my god, just stop talking. You're giving me a migraine. What part of I need to focus do you not understand? I'd been a bit louder than I thought, and the whole class fell silent while Daisy looked really hurt. I wanted to apologize immediately, but before I could, the teacher asked me to leave for disrupting the lesson. Later that day, I saw Daisy sitting in the cafeteria alone and walked up to her. Can we talk? No, I need to focus on this spoon so I can bend it with my mind. I'm sorry. I had a really bad argument with my mom and took it out on you. It's just that my mom doesn't get me. She just wants me to do whatever she's saying without thinking about what I want. I get it. Parents can be so weird sometimes. My dad's a lawyer and wants me to be just like him, but I want to be a stand-up comic. Do you want to hear a joke? Why does an ant never get sick? Because it has antibodies.
Oh, one more? Why does the ant never smell bad? Because it wears deodorant. Get it? It's hilarious, right?
I couldn't help laughing. And after that, we ended up spending the whole day together. Daisy was nuts, but she really appreciated my work and had all these amazing ideas for my business. I won't lie, it felt good to be taken seriously. Soon, Daisy started helping me with my videos, and she hung out at my house all the time. I enjoyed her company, but for some reason, Bonnie just couldn't warm up to her. Once, we were shooting in my living room one day when suddenly Bonnie charged at Daisy and grabbed her pants. Daisy lost her mind and jumped in panic. They went round and round in circles before Daisy tripped and fell into this huge shelf full of Mom's medals and trophies, and everything came crashing down. Mom heard the noise and came running.
Oh my God, what have you done? I worked 850 hours every week to earn these.
Oh, wow. You did all that and they only gave you this junk? That's sad.
Who is this stupid girl and why is she in my house?
Allow me to introduce myself. I'm Daisy, Clover's best friend, and you must be her grandma, right? Listen, Grandma, I know you're very hurt that we broke these ugly old trophies, but in my defense, I was being chased by this cute but very ferocious dog, and I just happened to bump into this shelf. Daisy, she's my mom. Oh, so you're the dragon lady? She doesn't mean that, Mom. We're really sorry for breaking your stuff, but it was a genuine mistake.
I'm getting tired of your genuine mistakes, Clover. Now clear this mess up, and I never want to see this girl in my house again. Am I clear?
After that day, Daisy was banned from my house, which made me so mad. It's not like that was gonna stop me from hanging out with her. Soon, it was time to fill out my college applications. I wanted to apply for a design school, but Mom was on my tail to apply for a science program, and we were arguing every day. So one night, when Daisy invited me to hang out with her at this new amusement park, I decided to go because I could really use some fun. But 10 minutes into it, I got a frantic call from Mom saying that someone had broken into our home. I immediately took a cab back home and found Mom standing on the porch with Bonnie. Are you okay?
We're fine. Thanks to Bonnie. I was getting dinner ready when she started barking. And then I saw this guy jumping off the backyard fence, so I called the police. I kept screaming for you, but you weren't in your room. Where were you?
I was hanging out with Daisy, but that's not important.
Really? Just like it's not important to tell your mom that you applied for a design school? I got your acceptance letter in the mail today.
I got accepted? Why didn't you tell me?
Because you're not going. You will go to a science college like I did. Now, I've already spoken to the dean of Harvard, and he's ready to slide a few grades if you do well in your first year in college.
But I want to go to design school. I'm good at this. Even Daisy.
Do you think I care what Daisy says? Also, you should stay away from her. A lady in the neighborhood was telling me she'd heard Daisy's dad is known to be involved in some shady business deals. She's a bad influence on you.
Of course you don't approve of Daisy. How could you approve of anyone who makes me happy? First Aunt Lydia, now Daisy?
That's not fair, Clover.
Yes, it is. Just like it's fair enough to choose my own career path. I want to study design, so that's what I'll do. Saying that, I grabbed Bonnie's leash and walked outside. I kept walking till I cooled down, and when I stopped, I realized I was in some unknown street. I was trying to figure out my way back when suddenly this car stopped out of nowhere, pushed me away, grabbed Bonnie, and left. I ran after the car, screaming for help. When I turned a corner, I banged right into something, and I fell and passed out. When I woke up, I was in my room with Mom and Daisy staring in my face. What happened? What is Daisy doing here?
She's the one who found you passed out in front of your school. What were you doing there?
My school? But I remember being out on a walk with Bonnie, and then we got lost. Oh my God, Bonnie! Someone kidnapped her! I have to find her! You'll have to rest. You're in shock. And as for Bonnie, I'll talk to my dad. I told you he's a lawyer, right? He has friends in the police department who can help. Daisy spoke to her dad, and we filed an official complaint. But a whole week went by, and we got no leads. I even reached out to my older clients and posted on my vlog, but that didn't work either. I was running out of time and patience, so I decided to speak to Daisy if she could ask her dad to fast-track the case. But when I called her, she didn't answer her phone, so I went to her place when I saw a huge truck parked outside, and people were moving furniture from inside the house. I got closer, trying to figure out what was happening, when I heard a low growling. I looked around and figured that the noise was coming from one of the crates covered with a huge cloth. I lifted the cloth, and inside was Bonnie and a few other dogs that looked just like her. Bonnie saw me and started barking, and then someone sprayed something in my face. Suddenly, my head started spinning, and everything went black. When I woke up, I was in the basement, tied to a pole, with Daisy sitting in front of me. Oh my
my God. What's happening, Daisy? Why am I here? Let me go.
You talk so much. You're giving me a migraine. Blah, blah, blah. That's what you told me in class that day, remember? I wanted to punch your face, but I couldn't because I needed you to get close to Bonnie.
But why? That's when Daisy told me how a couple of months back, her dad made a couple of bad investments and lost all their family money.
They lost our house, status, everything. Dad took this huge loan from a crazy mafia lady to start a new business, but that didn't work either. I guess he's just stupid. Anyway, now this mafia lady wants her money back, but obviously, we don't have any. So she gave us this crazy challenge to get her all these Pomeranian puppies. Apparently, these lay bags are worth a lot. Also, they're super rare.
But what does this mafia lady want these dogs for?
Make a code or something? Or she's just obsessed with puppies? How the heck am I supposed to know? We managed to get a few of them, but when I saw Bonnie on your vlog, I just knew I had to add her to the collection. So I came here, fooled you into being my friend, and waited for the right time to take Bonnie. I would have gotten to her way sooner, but this stupid dog almost bit my dad. He had to jump off the fence and he broke his knee. He's been limping ever since.
So it was your dad who broke into my house that night. How could I have been so blind to have trusted a snake like you?
No clue. Guess you're as stupid as my dad. Told you I'm funny.
That's not funny. I turned around and saw Mom standing in the doorway along with Bonnie and a few policemen. I always knew you were trouble. Daisy growled at my mom before the police handcuffed her and dragged her away. As Mom untied me, Bonnie jumped in my lap and started licking my face. How did you find me, Mom? After Bonnie's kidnapping, I got paranoid and installed this tracking app on your phone. What? Relax. I didn't see you in your room, so I thought you might be at Daisy's. I'm so sorry, Mom. I should have taken your advice and never trusted her blindly. The truth is, you trusted Daisy because she showed faith in you, which I never did, and I'm really sorry. I've decided I'm sending you to Lydia next month. Her business is growing and she could use an extra hand. Really? I love you, Mom. You're the best. Hi, I'm Abina, and I live in an orphanage in Ghana. And before you start feeling sorry for me and blah, 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 relax, man. Everyone is super chill here. The coffee is bomb, and I have a little brother who worships me. So I guess that's why I've never wanted to get adopted. Before I continue, please like and subscribe. Ever since I could remember, rich, stupid foreigners would come every month to take one of us home with them. But I knew they were just using us to brag about how they'd done such a noble deed by adopting a poor orphan. So whenever those snobs would drop by with their camera phones and designer clothes, I'd convince my brother Kofi to help me mess with them.
Come see our room. We just got new blankets.
Sweetie, I'm taking a selfie with...
Our new blankets smell like lavender.
Ah! Is that
pee? Silly me. I forgot. We have a bedwetting problem. A bedwetting problem!
The woman ended up bursting into tears from the awful smell. So traumatic. But one day, the warden had had enough of my behavior. You're 14 years old now, and Kofi's 8. It's important for your development to have parents. So the next time a visitor arrives, you better behave yourself. I was about to refuse, but I wanted Kofi to be happy and healthy, so I gave in. Except when a couple finally decided to take us home, I immediately disliked them. Apparently, they were both philanthropists who loved doing charity work. They were just too sweet, and I had a bad feeling about these people. Just like that, they whisked us from our beloved home to some mansion in America. Who wants to see their new room? Do you want to see your big boy bed, my cutie-wootie widow mouse? Ew, gross. We hate mice, and don't talk to Kofi like he's a baby. Of course, dear. I'll try again. Yo, dudes. Who wants to see their billion-dollar golden baller sleeping place? You hear me, bro? There's gotta be a cliff I can jump off of. At least I had a giant bed with a mattress from heaven. But the next day, things took an awful turn. I discovered that Kofi and I were all over the news, and the paparazzi were right outside our window. Were my new parents famous? How come you didn't tell us you guys were celebrity philanthropists? I don't want to live in the public eye, and I've got an 8-year-old brother. I don't want his picture everywhere online.
Oh, come on. Being a celebrity is fun.
You never have to wait in line. You get free stuff
stuff? Give it a chance, Abena.
It's Abena. I've told you 3 times. You know what? Just call me Abby, since I'm an American now. Mom looked hurt when I said that, and from that day on, things went downhill. Mom and I fought about everything imaginable. Like, she'd get mad because I hated being interviewed by reporters, or because I hated the itchy $1,000 clothes she bought me, or the fact that she kept feeding Kofi fancy food that he wasn't used to, even though I told her to just give us something more simple. By the time school started, I was exhausted from all the media attention, and I didn't want a bunch of kids coming up to me since I was the famous Ghanaian orphan that they were fascinated with. So I decided to ditch class and hang out in the school garden. Then suddenly, I heard a voice near me.
Hey, are you okay?
I looked over to see a boy my age with neon hair dressed in rags. Even the clothes I wore at the orphanage were nicer than his. No? I don't know. My parents are annoying. Your biceps are gorgeous. Never mind. The guy just laughed, and suddenly, I found myself pouring my heart to a total stranger about everything that had happened. I found out his name was Carter, and we went to the same school. He apparently skipped classes regularly so he'd have enough energy to work nighttime shifts, and it was all because his parents barely had enough money to buy food. I felt bad for Carter, but I was kind of relieved to finally meet someone here who wasn't rich. He ended up walking me home, but when we arrived, Mom greeted us at the door, and she immediately asked Carter to leave.
Abby, I know that boy. He lives in a trailer outside our neighborhood. I want you to stay away from him. He's a criminal. You'll be in danger, and people will think my daughter's mixed up with a crook.
Because your publicity image is all you care about, right? You don't actually care about my safety. Well, guess what? You're not my real mom, which means I don't have to listen to you. Mom grounded me after I said that, but I didn't let that stop me. Carter and I started hanging out all the time. Sometimes we'd ditch class together, and sometimes he'd sneak in through my window so we could watch MSA videos together on my TV.
I'm so glad you watch these on YouTube instead of TikTok. Promise me you'll never watch MSA on TikTok and fry your brain, please.
I didn't believe Mom about the criminal nonsense until one day I noticed Carter take off his baseball cap to reveal a clump of shiny jewelry. Please tell me he didn't steal all that.
Abby, you know I have a family to support. Yeah, I feel bad for stealing, but a job washing dishes can only pay so much.
Look, I get it, but you don't have to become a thief. No wonder Mom thinks you're a delinquent. Maybe I'll ask her to give you some money. She and my dad love bragging about how they give to charity. Then suddenly, Carter got this really serious look on his face, and then he told me something disturbing. My parents were known for being frauds. Kofi and I hadn't been the first kids they'd taken home. Apparently, they'd foster them for a year or two, use them to get publicity, and then they'd send them somewhere else. That makes no sense. They took me home and signed the papers.
Are you sure? Because they've never adopted an actual kid before. Look, I don't know the logistics. I just don't want you getting hurt. I know it's only been a short time, but I've grown to care about you, Abby.
I was about to confront Mom and Dad when I got home, but when I arrived, I was hit with awful news. Kofi was in the hospital due to food poisoning, and he was really sick. This is all your fault. I told you a million times not to feed my brother fancy food like caviar because he's not used to it. Now he's sick, and it's all because you two were too stuck up to give him something like rice and beans.
Abby, it's not fair to blame us for something like this. The food poisoning could have been from anything.
Plus, he'll be fine. Why are you making such a big deal about food poisoning?
It's not about the freaking food poisoning. It's about you two being selfish, irresponsible jerks that don't care about us. Mom and Dad apologized and reassured me, but I didn't listen. I knew now that Carter was right. My brother and I weren't safe with these people. So as soon as Kofi was better, I crafted a plan to run away from home. Carter said Kofi and I could stay with his family in the meantime, while he would help find new parents who weren't horribly selfish. So one night at 1 a.m., I turned off the location services on my phone and helped Kofi sneak out the window. I don't want to run away. These people are nice and they take good care of us. They seem nice, Kofi, but they don't really care about us. We'll be living in another foster home in another year. Trust me. Says who? Your new boyfriend Carter, who you've known for like 5 minutes and who also happens to be a thief? I know you're not actually this dumb. It's not like he wants to be a thief. He has a family to support, and I still would trust a thief over any adoptive parents who could hurt us. Carter picked us up in his car a few minutes later, but Kofi wasn't speaking to me. I felt bad, but I was doing the right thing by protecting us, right? Besides, Carter's parents were happy to let us stay with them for the time being. Yeah, they lived in a one-bedroom trailer, and Kofi and I had to sleep on a floor mattress, but but it was still so much better than staying with parents who didn't care about us. The next morning, Carter told me that he had disguises in case the cops came looking for us.
No, I want to go back home. You can't do this to us. You can't take us away from Mom and Dad just because you heard some rumor to live in a one-bedroom trailer with your boyfriend.
It's not like I have a choice. I'm doing this for you and your safety. Mom and Dad are frauds.
Why? Because they like bragging to the media about how they adopted us? Big deal. They still care about us, and they're still giving us a great life. You're just trying to find excuses to run away because of what happened 6 years ago.
Right then, Carter asked me what my brother was talking about, but I wanted to change the subject. I didn't tell Carter about how my parents had gone missing at work one day, and no one had ever been able to find them. And that's why we'd been at the freaking orphanage in the first place.
You'll do anything to avoid being hurt again. You'd even rather live with your criminal boyfriend and believe a ridiculous rumor than let another family take care of us.
I knew Kofi was right, and maybe staying with Carter wasn't the best option, especially because as days passed, I learned that he wasn't just poor, and he didn't just steal to support his family. I was drifting off to sleep one night when I heard laughing outside, and I opened the door to find him sitting with a bunch of guys and unwrapping towels filled with money. No, do not tell me you're in a gang.
Well, we all have families to feed, and now that you and Kofi are staying with us, I want to make sure I can support you guys. I don't want all of us to have to live in a one-bedroom trailer. Here, babe, I stole $50,000 just for you and your brother.
Carter, I can't accept this. You can't keep stealing. It's wrong, and I don't think we should be together either. I appreciate what you're doing for me, but I think it's best if Kofi and I leave.
No, please, don't leave me. You're the only thing that makes me happy. Nobody at school wants to be friends with me because I'm a poor loser, and no one in the neighborhood wants to associate with me because I'm a thief.
Before Carter could finish his sentence, I heard police cars, and that's when Mom and Dad came running over and crying. I guess they did care about us after all, and Kofi seemed overjoyed to see them. I started to warm up and apologize to my parents for running away. Then suddenly, a policeman handcuffed Carter and said he was taking him to juvie for 3 years.
It's thanks to you two that we've been able to do an investigation and track down how much money this guy's stolen.
And he dated my daughter and put both her and her brother at risk. My heart suddenly stopped as I saw Carter's parents beg and cry and apologize. I knew it was wrong what Carter had done, but did he really need to be away from his family for 3 years? I tried not to think about it as Mom and Dad drove us home and said we could do whatever we wanted. Watch movies, order in, go to Disneyland. They were good people, and I had been wrong all along. Instead, I'd put my brother in danger and got a boy taken away from his starving family. All because I was too traumatized to trust anyone to adopt me. I felt practically ill with guilt. The next day, I finally went to school for the first time without ditching class, and everyone was interested in being my friend since I'd been all over the news and I'd dated a known delinquent.
So what's it like dating a real thief? Have you dated thieves before in Ghana? Is it true all of them have rock hard abs?
I don't know. Why would I know that? By the time I got home, I felt like I was literally gonna die of guilt. And then things got even crazier. Mom and Dad called Kofi and I into their study because our old warden had called.
She wanted to check in and see how things were going. We told her we loved fostering you two, and the truth is, we want to adopt you.
What do you mean? I thought you already adopted us. Oh, no. Usually, we foster children for a few years and then we find them a home. Your warden sent you off with us because you'd have better living conditions. But we love you two so much that we want to keep you. So Carter had been right about the whole fostering thing, but he'd been wrong about them trying to hurt us. He'd just been looking out for Kofi and me. He was a good guy. I couldn't let him sit in juvie for 3 years. You guys can adopt us, but on one condition. You have to help out Carter's family. They don't have any money or food. That's the only reason why Carter formed a gang and became a crook in the first place. Yeah, he committed some bad crimes and I won't date him anymore, but he's a good person and shouldn't have to stay in juvie for 3 years. To my surprise, my parents actually agreed, and the 4 of us went together to talk to the police about Carter's situation. My new mom even insisted on buying his family a new house. Thanks, Mom. That means a lot. Did you just call me Mom? Well, you did agree to adopt me, and I've kind of been a jerk to you. We hugged at that moment, and it made me feel warm inside, but there was one more person I needed to talk to. I'm really sorry I got you into this mess. You might still have to go to a disciplinary school, but you won't have to stay here for 3 years.
Don't apologize. That's what you get for forming a frickin' gang. Thanks for looking out for me, Abby. I know we need to break up, but I'm glad we're still friends.
Actually, my real name is Abina. Why don't you call me that from now on? And yeah, of course we're friends. I've never had anyone look out for me the way you did.
So, will I see you again soon, Abina?
You sure will. Hey friends, I'm Jessica from Pennsylvania. Please like and subscribe. I was born 2 minutes after my triplet sisters, Zoe and Dana. And even though we look alike, Zoe and Dana always made me feel different. They stuck together, wore the same outfits, and even had their own language, just so they could talk about me behind my back.
Hosaga Galago. Kosaga Galaga Meme.
What is the deal with you two? You sound so dumb when you talk like a duck.
No, we don't. You're just jealous because you're not part of our cool club.
Whatever. They were right. I hated being the odd one out. I think my sisters were jealous because I was prettier, taller, and smarter. And when I turned 13, I landed my first modeling gig for an international teen magazine, and we just grew more distant. They begged Mom and Dad to get them into modeling too, and my parents went out on a limb to get Zoe to walk a fashion show, but she kept throwing tantrums.
OMG. This color makes my eyes look small. Is this Diet Coke? No? Get lost then and get me one. This makeup artist looks like a homeless person. Get me a prettier one.
It was so bad, they kicked her out and she never got a call back.
I don't get it. We're dressed up better, obviously prettier, and yet somehow you'll get all these great gigs.
Ugh, don't whine if you can't get what's mine. And I'll let you in on my secret, but you have to promise me never to tell Mom. I walk on my arms 3 times a day, every day, for at least 50 minutes.
That's ridiculous. We've never seen you do that.
I won't do it in front of you, dummy. It's called a secret for a reason. Walking on hands helps me with my posture, and I walk better on the ramp. It was a lie, of course, but my sisters were so dumb. They tried doing everything, but couldn't even land a handstand. And one time, Zoe ended up falling and crashing right into Mom's $1,000 vase, smashing it into pieces. Mom was furious, and they both ended up getting their butts grounded, while I had the TV all to myself for a good 2 weeks. Absolute bliss. But after that day, they never trusted me, but I couldn't care less. Eventually, they gave up on their dream of ever becoming a model. As for me, I continued being the professional that I was, and I only got more famous. One day while working on an ad, I was a bit confused about my lines. It makes me look hot. Excuse me, this is supposed to be a winter wear commercial, right? The lines are all wrong. Let me see. I turned around and saw Peyton walking in my direction. He was modeling royalty with over 10 million followers on Instagram. I was doing this commercial with him? How did I miss the memo? Say it like this. I feel so hot when I'm wearing these, I can barely feel the cold. You try. I feel cold, hot. No, wait, I can get this right. It's okay. I have that effect on girls. I'm Peyton, by the way. I'm sure you've heard of me. Who hasn't? It's such an honor working with you. Peyton and I absolutely nailed that winter wear ad, and our chemistry was so good, we ended up doing a lot of ads together. We started hanging out more and more, and soon became good friends. The more I got to know him, the closer to him I felt. You know, apart from good looks and almost perfect body, I also happen to be an amazing singer. Oh, how cool. I've always wanted to be a model, but do you want me to sing for you? Oh, yes. I'd love to. Before I could even finish my sentence, Peyton started singing, and it was so bad. I could feel my eardrums cry. But despite that horrible singing, when Peyton asked me out that evening, I happily said yes. And when my sisters found out, they burned with rage. Seriously? You think I won't know you're talking about me and Peyton? Guess your secret language doesn't make you cool enough to be with someone like him, so I'm just gonna ignore you.
Ignore us all you want, but you can't ignore the fact that Peyton is too good for you, and you'll never be able to keep him happy.
Say what you want, I'm late for my meeting with my super hot boyfriend. It felt so good to rub it in their faces. The next few weeks were bliss. The news about me and Peyton being an item skyrocketed our reputation, and everyone wanted to sign us up. Life was perfect until my agent booked us for a Christmas ad, and this time they wanted to use my whole family, including Zoe and Dana. Dana. I begged my agent not to go through with it, but she didn't give a rat's butt about it.
The press is big on this, Jess. If you guys crack this, people will run to get in line for your autographs. Come on, I'm sure your sisters are not that bad.
They're horrible. But if this brings more work, then I'll try and give it a shot. I tried to make peace with it, but the next day when the photographers came, Zoe plopped her butt right next to Peyton, and I felt my insides explode. Every time Dana gave Zoe a look, Zoe whispered something in Peyton's ear, and they burst out laughing. What? What's so funny? Tell me too. Oh, forget it. Your boring brain wouldn't get our jokes.
It's okay, Jess. I'll just tell you everything later.
And with that, Zoe whispered another joke to him. The photo turned out great and did a fab job at making us look like a perfect family. If only they could see my inner rage. As the photographer was packing up, I had some final paperwork to sign. When I looked up, Zoe and Peyton were nowhere to be found. I went to look for them outside when I found the two of them hugging. You know you can tell me anything, right?
Thanks, Zoe. Feels like I can talk about anything with you. Thanks for being the perfect friend.
Excuse me? I thought I was your perfect friend.
Jess, that's not what I meant.
Then what did you mean? Can you stop being so pushy? Jeez, poor Peyton is going through so much in life. Did you even know that he has a sensitive throat? He can't sing anymore. Oh, wow. Really? Newsflash, he could never sing. He sang like a toad with a throat infection. You want to be friends so bad? Then go ahead. But I'm done with all of you.
Jess, wait.
Oh, just leave her. You're better off without her. Peyton kept shouting at me, but I was super mad. The next morning, I was feeling a bit better, so I called Peyton, but he didn't answer. Instead, my agent called me up and gave me the shock of my life. The company we did the Christmas ad for loved Zoe and Peyton's flawless chemistry, and they want to go ahead with them. They want you off the project. Are you kidding me? She's the worst model ever.
I'm really sorry, Jess.
I was devastated beyond words and rushed to give Zoe a piece of my mind. But when I went to her room, I saw something interesting. Zoe and Dana were arguing over Peyton. You shouldn't keep him all to yourself, okay? We decided I'll get a fair chance to impress Peyton too. Really now? I don't think he's interested in anyone. I mean, look what happened to Jess. She's prettier than both of us combined, and he chose me over her. You don't stand a chance. We'll just see about that. Just stay away from him till I ask him out on a date, okay?
Wow, at least they accepted I was better than them.
But this was the first time ever I'd seen them argue. I thought this was the worst they could do. But a few days later at the success party of our Christmas ad campaign, Dana walked up to me asking if I'd seen Zoe, and the perfect idea struck me. I think I saw her go upstairs in the study. Oh, Dana, I think she's with Peyton. If I were you, I'd let them be. She's what? I'm gonna kill that witch. Dana looked like a raging bull as she ran upstairs, and of course, I followed. She opened the door dramatically, just as Zoe was about to kiss Peyton. Get your filthy hands off him. Oh my god, Dana, are you crazy? Get out. Not before you tell me what's happening. What do you think is happening? We're making out? And then Dana jumped on Zoe, and the two broke out in a huge fight. Peyton and I tried to separate them, but suddenly Zoe lost her mind and somehow ended up smacking Peyton across the face. Oh my god, perfect. Peyton left angrily and Zoe followed him, while Dana ran and locked herself in the room. I celebrated with the team alone and managed to impress them so well, they gave me another individual project. That evening, as I went onto the porch to get some fresh air, I saw Dana sobbing silently. Here, drink this. It's vanilla milkshake, your favorite. What? Suddenly, she hugged me tightly and started sobbing inconsolably. I'm so sorry. I'm the worst sister in the world. Please, please forgive me. Ew, you got a booger all over me. Yuck, Dana. Sorry, it's just that I've been awful to you all my life. I even tried to get in the way of your career and love life, and look where it landed me. My life's a mess. No, it's not. Get a grip, girl. And why are you sorry now? Did you not think about the time you left me alone while you gossiped in Egyptian with Zoe? What? Your dumb secret language? Oh, that was actually nothing. We just said some nonsense to piss you off. It was Zoe's idea. So you're telling me there's no language at all? Man, you guys are evil. Wait, Jess, I know we've been really bad to you, but how about we join forces and get some good old-fashioned revenge on Zoe? You know you want it, and God knows she deserves it. And how am I supposed to trust you? You have to take your chances, but I won't let you down, I promise. I had to admit, that sounded pretty tempting, but I wasn't a spiteful person. Or maybe I was. Either way, I wanted Zoe to pay for butting into my life and stealing Peyton from me. So I agreed. The plan was simple. Every time Peyton and Zoe went out on a date, Dana and I would follow them and tip off the paparazzi to take the weirdest pictures, till one of them eventually got annoyed. It went on for days, till one day, Peyton got so fed up that he turned to one of the photographers with a snarl.
Come on, Peyton, how about a smile for the camera? How about this instead?
Peyton punching the reporter and Zoe's smirking face was all over the papers and tabloids. He lost most of his contracts, and so did Zoe, since she only worked on his recommendation. Once their professional relationship was over, their personal one soon followed. Dana and I watched as Peyton came over to see Zoe. I can't get any work since that terrible night. Why couldn't you control yourself? It wasn't such a big deal.
Of course it's not a big deal to you. You like the attention. I don't.
What do you mean?
I mean that a small-time dumb model like you would want cameras to follow you everywhere.
Wait a minute.
Maybe it's you who keeps tipping them off.
This makes no sense.
Oh, it makes perfect sense. Getting photographed with someone as famous as me would be a dream come true for someone like you.
Shut up, Peyton. You can't talk to Zoe like that.
Why are you jumping to her defense? Did you forget how she took over your life and your boyfriend?
Seems like she did me a favor there, because I can do a lot better than a bug-eating idiot like you. And so can Zoe. Now do us both a favor and get out before I knock your teeth in. Peyton pouted and left, and Zoe turned to me. Why did you do that? I clearly don't deserve your sympathy. You're my sister, Zoe. The only person who can talk down to you is me. But I hope you learned a lesson. I did, and I'm sorry for everything. All the times I've been mean to you. Yeah, we're sorry too. We're the ones who tipped off the paparazzi. It's okay. I kinda deserved it, so we're good? Might take me a little while, but I'll get there. Even if it takes us years, we're gonna prove to you that we've always got your back. Triplets. To the end. A few days later, my agent told me that due to bad publicity, Peyton got dropped from his modeling agency. Zoe and Dana worked non-stop to get back into business, and I helped my sisters in every way I could, till they were eventually good enough to land their own gigs. Working together brought us closer. But I think the best part was when we got to go on vacation and just relax and do little things together like chatting and even learning new languages. Agana bina gutke, amuka chukadu. Hi, I'm Alicia, and I'm about to tell you how I met the love of my life. But before we get into that, please like and subscribe to MSA. If there's one thing you have to know about me, it's that I wasn't an ordinary little girl. Being raised by a single father who was an ex-army officer does that to you. I had rules, discipline, and responsibility drilled into me since I was very young. And growing up, I found other kids my age really immature. I don't know why he'd break up with me. I wore the clothes he liked, woke up at 5 every morning to do my hair because he liked them curly, and pretended to love watching wrestling. Excuse me, but I need to get that muffin. Can't you see that I'm crying? My boyfriend just broke up with me. Aw, I'm so sorry. You know, it reminds me of the time my dad took me for this obstacle course, and I twisted my ankle so badly, the doctors told me I'd never be able to walk again. But I didn't lose hope, and here I am. How is that the same thing? It's not, because that was an actual problem. But yours is just a bunch of high school nonsense. Now move your butt, please. Needless to say, I didn't have a lot of friends, and I didn't care either. My life was all sorted out. Graduate school, get into a good college, work, and retire. But then I turned 18 and met Arthur. He was a transfer student from Greece, and boy was he dreamy. The first time I met him was in gym class. We were playing catch, and I was so lost in looking at him. I totally missed the ball, and it hit me right in the face. I fell on my butt, and Arthur came running.
Are you okay? You're bleeding.
It's nothing. I'm used to much worse. On second thoughts, I might need a doctor. Arthur smiled and carried me to the nurse's office. The entire time I was there, he sat next to me, and later he dropped me home. We became friends after that, and slowly I fell for him. He was smart, mature, and sweet. If there was one guy I wanted to date, it was him. So I decided to ask him out, except I didn't know how. So I turned to MSA for help, and it did not disappoint. Rule number 1, never let your crush know you're interested in him. Avoid eye contact and do not speak at all. The next day, when Arthur waved at me in the hallway, I wrinkled my nose and turned away. He sat next to me in class, but I didn't pay any attention. But then in the cafeteria, he caught up with me.
Are you avoiding me?
Me? Avoiding you? Oh, don't be silly. I was just really busy thinking about global warming and how it's impacting the fish population. Oh, that reminds me. I have to water my fish. My plants. I'll see you around. And I just ran before I embarrassed myself further. After that epic failure, I turned to step number 2. Dress up nice and behave like a total diva. I went shopping, picked up a bunch of dresses, and the next morning, it took me 2 hours to get ready. I thought I looked great, except the moment I entered, everyone started pointing at me and laughing. Oh my god, why is she dressed like a peacock? What is that on her face? Did someone finally punch her for being a know-it-all? I was so embarrassed. I immediately turned around and ran for the bleachers. I was still sulking when Arthur walked up to me.
If you rub your lips anymore, they're gonna fall off.
This lipstick won't come off. Ugh, it's so annoying.
Let me help you. Also, I'm not saying you don't look good with makeup, but you actually look way prettier without it.
Really? Does that mean you'll go out with me?
Are you serious? I wanted to ask you out for the longest time, but everyone in school told me you're a cold-hearted witch. Cold-hearted girl who hates people.
That's not true. I hate dumb people. There's a difference. So, you and I, dinner tomorrow?
I'd love to.
My first date with Arthur was perfect, and he told me that his parents were divorced like mine, and he lived with his mom and 9-year-old brother Charlie. We started dating soon after, and spent all our time together. People in school were also nicer to me since I was Arthur's girlfriend, and even Dad liked him a lot. Life was just better with him in it, until things started getting weird. Some days he would come to school looking like a half-dead zombie, and other days he would skip school altogether. His grades were slipping, we were barely seeing each other, and I knew something was wrong. So one day when he canceled our date, I went to his place with his favorite ice cream. But when I knocked on the door, some kid opened up. Hi, you must be Charlie. Is your brother around?
Is that ice cream? Give me it.
Hey, that's not very nice. Say, ma'am, could I please have that tub of ice cream? Repeat after me.
Sure. Ma'am, give me the ice cream or I'll kick you.
And Charlie kicked me on my shin, snatched the tub, and ran away. As I yelled out in pain, Arthur came running downstairs.
Alicia, why didn't you tell me you were coming?
When would I tell you? You hardly talk to me these days.
I know. I'm sorry. It's just that Mom's getting married again. The guy doesn't want Charlie in his life, and Mom loves her stupid boyfriend so much that she decided to move out, leaving me in charge.
Why wouldn't you tell me that before?
Because it's embarrassing, and I didn't want to drag you in my mess.
I'm already a part of your mess, and we'll get through it together. Okay, I know that was a bit cheesy, but Arthur looked like he was gonna break in a million pieces, and I really wanted to help him. Besides, how bad could a 9-year-old be? Turns out, a lot, because Charlie was a total devil. He would cry over the smallest things, throw tantrums if he didn't get his way, and would constantly butt into my dates with Arthur. We hardly spent any time alone. I was pretty sure he just hated me. Like one time, I was waiting for Arthur in his living room, and Charlie kept giving me death stares. Something on my face?
I was just trying to figure out how someone can look like a horse and a camel at the same time.
That's kind of mean, Charlie.
And you're kinda ugly. Anyway, have fun on the date. It won't last long.
And 10 minutes into the date, Arthur got a call from the babysitter that Charlie had locked himself in the washroom and we had to run back. Then another time, it was Dad's birthday and I had planned a really cool surprise for him. I'd invited all his old friends from the army. Arthur helped me deck up the place and I was arranging the cake when Charlie walked up to me.
Oh, wow! This cake looks yummy. Give me a piece.
Only after my dad cuts it.
But I'm hungry now.
Then eat something else. There's a whole pizza on the counter.
Are you stupid? I said I want the cake.
Charlie tried to get the cake, but I got in his way. He shoved me away, and I accidentally knocked into the cake, which crashed to the floor.
Whoopsie. Guess no one gets to eat it.
What happened? I heard some noise.
Your brother ruined my surprise.
I just asked her to give me some cake.
And I asked you to wait.
Relax, Alicia. We'll get a new cake. I'm sure your dad won't know.
That's not the point, Arthur. Your brother is a spoiled brat. He needs some discipline. You put that kid on a leash, or I swear I will.
He's my brother, not some dog I can put a leash on. I know he made a mistake, but he's just a kid. You know what? We'll just leave. We wouldn't want to ruin your evening any more than we have.
Perfect. Arthur took Charlie's hand and they left. I wanted to stop them, but I was too mad. Later that night, when I calmed down, I realized I might have been too rude and called Arthur up, but he didn't answer. He didn't even show up to school the next day, and neither did Charlie. So I went to his place to talk to him and saw Charlie crying on the porch. What's wrong?
Arthur wasn't here when I woke up this morning, and I don't know where he went.
Did you call him?
He left his phone behind.
Then why didn't you answer when I called? Anyway, don't worry. We'll find him. But till then, you're coming home with me.
No, I don't like you.
You don't have to like me, but I'm not leaving you alone till Arthur gets back.
So annoying.
We waited the whole day for Arthur to show up or get in touch, but he didn't. By nightfall, I decided to sleep in the lounge and offered Charlie my room. If you need anything. The next morning, Arthur was still a no-show. I couldn't reach his mom either, and then remembered he told me she was out of the country on her honeymoon. Next, I asked his friends and colleagues, but none of them knew where he was. Eventually, I contacted the police, but even a week later, they had no news of him, and I was worried sick. What could have possibly happened to him? Meanwhile, Charlie refused to go to school or shower. He mostly kept himself locked in my room and reacted rudely to any nice gesture I made. I was losing my mind. So I turned to Dad for help, and he promised he'd get a word out to his colleagues in the army to track Arthur down. I still don't know what to do with Charlie. He shuts me down every time I try to talk to him.
He's been through a lot, Alicia. What he needs is some distraction to keep his mind off things. After your mom left, you were all over the place. That's why I built such a strict routine for you, so you wouldn't have time to think about her. Maybe you should do something similar.
I decided to give Dad's advice a shot, and the next morning, I walked to Charlie's room and woke him up. Get up, we're going out.
Is Arthur back?
No.
Then let me sleep and go away.
Nope, you're getting up right now. Charlie resisted, but I dragged him out of bed, and somehow we made it to the bus stop. He kept cursing me the whole way, but I didn't care, and minutes later, we were at our destination. The paintball arena.
I'm not going in there.
Why? Too chicken to lose?
As if you're on.
Charlie and I had a great time at the paintball game, and it was the first time I actually heard him laugh. Afterwards, we went to a trampoline park and jumped our hearts out. By the end, he was so tired he could barely walk, so I called a cab and took him to my favorite burger joint, but he just stood at the entrance and stared. What, you don't like burgers?
No, it's just that this was my favorite place to come with my mom. Every weekend, we'd come here and play our favorite songs on the jukebox machine. And now, she doesn't even call me, and Arthur's left me too.
Arthur will be back in no time, I promise you. He loves you a lot, Charlie, and no matter what, we'll always be here for you.
You too?
Yes, me too. Charlie cried and hugged me tight. For the first time, I saw him as a heartbroken kid who just wanted his family back. Since then, Charlie warmed up to me. We'd have breakfast together, and he would always make my bed when I got home from school. He was a lot calmer and hardly threw a tantrum. I couldn't wait for Arthur to come back and see how much progress Charlie had made, but we still had no leads on him. I wanted to be strong, but with each passing day, my hopes of ever seeing him again were getting dimmer, and it broke my heart. Finally, one night, I broke down in front of Dad. I don't think Arthur's coming back, Dad. It's been weeks, and no one knows where he is. If he was in town, we would have found him by now. And Charlie, he's lost his mom and might lose his brother too. What can I even say to him?
What?
I turned around and saw Charlie standing at the door.
You've been telling me all along the police will find him. You said you were sure.
No, I'm sure he's fine, Charlie. I was just...
Stop lying! Why do all grown-ups lie so much? I hate you! All of you!
And Charlie just ran out of the house. Dad said he'd go after him, and as I was sitting in the kitchen in despair, the phone suddenly rang. It was the police, saying they'd found Arthur in a hospital close to town. I rushed to the location and texted Dad on the way. The doctors at the hospital told me that Arthur was brought in a few days back by the forest rangers. Apparently, he went on a hike and got injured, and since then, he'd been in a coma. I was sitting next to him when Charlie walked in with Dad.
How is he?
He hit his head, but he's out of danger. Doctors say there's a very good chance he'll be just fine. Charlie, promise me, no matter what happens, you and I will never fight again.
I promise. I will never scream again, and I will always be a good brother. He will wake up, right?
What do you think?
I was just a month into my freshman year at college, and I never in a million years would have guessed that the night I was pinned against the bleachers of the school football field by bullies was the night that would change my life forever. Well, Sydney, you have two choices. You can kiss my shoe or lose your hair. I have a rule that I never kiss cheap shoes. Now get away from me. Oh, look, she's gonna cry. I have a lot of practice holding in my tears, and these bimbo bullies weren't gonna break me. Hair grows back. I guess you've made your choice then. After they threw me to the ground, I prepared myself for what was coming, but a voice boomed from behind them.
What the hell do you think you're doing? Leave her alone.
The girls turned around and sprinted away. The person walking toward me was silhouetted by the field's lights, so I couldn't see him. When he got close and helped me up, I saw who it was, and my jaw nearly fell off my face.
Are you okay? Did they hurt you?
It was Ian Gallagher, the son of the president. He also just started at my school and was the image of perfection. Flowing blonde hair, a chiseled jaw, and deep green eyes. Other than my pride? No, but there wasn't much of that to begin with, so I'm good. Thank you.
Maybe you and Sydney should go get some food, Ian.
Who was this guy, and how did he know my name?
Yes, absolutely. Are you hungry? Joe Jr.'s Diner is just up the street. I'm Todd, Ian's assistant. Our driver will be happy to take you and then bring you back to your dorm room afterward. Right, Ian? Yeah, absolutely. Please stop saying absolutely. Absolutely. I mean, right.
I wasn't sure what was happening here, but whatever it was really frickin' weird.
Okay then, shall we go so you two can eat and get acquainted?
Can you two hold on for just a minute? I need to pause this here. As you already guessed, my name is Sydney, and it would be awesome if you clicked like and subscribe. And while you do that, I'm gonna fill you in on some quick backstory. I grew up in a huge house with everything a girl could want. Giant stuffed animals, so much chocolate that Willy Wonka would be envious, and an arcade packed with every video game that ever existed. There was only one thing missing: my parents. Sure, I had an amazing nanny who hated children and would lock me in my room when she wanted to be left alone. But all I wanted was to spend time with my mom and dad. They ran an international hotel business and traveled the world visiting their properties. Even when they were home, all they would do was criticize me and compare me to others, like my spoiled brat of a cousin who screamed whenever she didn't get what she wanted, or their friend's daughter who was forced to perform at the most ridiculous beauty pageants, or even the little girl on the cereal commercial who ate the cereal, acting like it was the best thing ever.
That little girl appreciates her life. I've never seen you enjoy your cereal that much, Sydney.
I felt so bad about myself that I developed this nervous facial tic where I would squeeze my eyes shut and then open them really wide. Yeah, weird facial tics are like catnip for bullies at school, and when you're the smartest kid in class, it just adds to their joy when they stuff you in the garbage can. So I kept to myself and didn't care about my appearance because there was no point. No makeup, big glasses, and my hair in a bun. I looked like a mini version of the school librarian. Okay, I did have one friend, Monty. We were friends since kindergarten because he was as awkward as me. He was also really smart and had asthma, so he was always walking around sucking on his inhaler. Also catnip for bullies. Okay, that's enough backstory. I think you get it. I thought college would be better, but clearly I was mistaken. Once an outcast, always an outcast, it seems. Now, back to the night I met Ian, because it just gets weirder from here. He took me to the diner, but our table was guarded by his two big, serious-looking Secret Service agents. His tiny assistant, Todd, sat in the booth across from us, just staring.
Sorry about all this. It must be really weird for you, Sydney.
This? Weird? Nah, I'm used to it. Happens every time I meet a president's son. He laughed. Someone actually thought I was funny besides me. And then he leaned in.
Just imagine that your whole life is like this. It was manageable when I was a minor because the media left me alone. But now that I'm 18 and my father is running for re-election, it's like every move I make is under a microscope. Sometimes I just want to disappear.
In a weird way, I completely understood. I felt the same way, except I always wanted to disappear. Just then, reporters swarmed into the diner and started taking photos of us. Todd signaled for us to smile, so I did, but I had absolutely no idea what was happening.
Okay, that's enough. Everybody out.
Why do they want pictures of me with the president's son? My own parents didn't want pictures of me.
I think it's time you head back to your apartment, Ian. If it's okay with Sydney, I'd like to stay and chat some more.
Considering all the insanity of the last couple of hours, the one thing that didn't feel completely nuts was the connection I had with Ian. It's like we instantly got along. I'd like that.
Yeah, no. Sorry, we're leaving. Car's waiting outside to take Sydney home, so it's time to say goodnight.
I couldn't believe how Ian's assistant was treating him like a child. And then I felt something touch my hand underneath the table. Ian slipped me a piece of paper with his cell number. But then Tiny Todd stuck his face in mine. Listen to me carefully, Sydney. Under no circumstances are you to try and make any contact with Ian unless you check with me first. Is that clear? Sure. Good girl. And if he or the press tries to talk to you, you call me. Wow, this little man just good-girled me. Yeah, no. Maybe I won't feel like it. Well then, I'll make a single phone call and have you expelled, which I will also do if Ian learns about this conversation. So we're gonna keep this between you and me, right? I was frozen. If I got expelled, my parents would disown me. All I wanted to do at that moment was to wrap my fingers around Todd's throat and choke him. But instead, I just nodded. When I got back to my dorm room, the first thing I did was call Monty. Yeah, we both applied to and got into the exact same colleges. And then, like the weirdos that we are, we chose to go together. That's crazy. So you hit it off with Ian Gallagher, like for real? I wouldn't say we hit it off, but I feel like we kind of get each other. You mean like you and me? Yeah, but the difference is, he's the president's son. But why me? Because you're amazing, Sydney. You're like the smartest person I know. You're funny, you're not deserving of Ian's attention, that's for sure. That's not true. You're deserving of anyone's attention. You're just saying that because you're my best friend. I want to call him, but I'm scared his tiny jerk assistant will find out and get me expelled. So don't let him find out. I stared at the number on the piece of paper for like an hour before I got the courage to call Ian. And then, late that night, he snuck out of his apartment and picked me up. I am so glad you called. Now hold on to me. They let you have a motorcycle? Nope, they have no idea. And then we sped down the road, and it was thrilling. I actually had to pinch myself to believe that I wasn't dreaming. We raced up to a narrow, twisting road to a spot that looked out over the city below. Wow, this view! I found this spot when I first got to school. I needed a secret place to get away from everything. My dad, his re-election campaign, Todd. He was so sincere. When he looked into my eyes, I thought I would melt into a big puddle. He's such a jerk. He really is. Why do you let him treat you like that? Why don't you just fire him? I wish I could. My dad hired him to manage me, and now you're in it too. I'm so sorry. What do you mean I'm in it too? He then handed me a copy of the morning newspaper. On the front page was a photo of Ian and me at the diner with the headline, Ian Gallagher's new college girlfriend? I couldn't believe what I was seeing. If you never want to see me again, I totally understand. This is my life, but it doesn't have to be yours. I had spent my whole life avoiding attention, and here I was, about to be on the front page. My instinct was to run away as fast as I could, but Ian needed someone, and for some reason, that someone was me. We just sat on a rock and talked and laughed for hours, but as the sun came up, Ian looked at his watch and panicked. Oh no, they're gonna be looking for me. We have to go, now. We sped down the road, but suddenly there were flashing lights behind us. It was the police. At that moment, I knew I was gonna get expelled. My life was officially over. But instead of being pulled over, Ian floored it. We raced down the road away from the police car. Forget about being expelled, I was going to jail. Ian pulled behind a tree and shut off the motorcycle lights. We watched as the police car sped by. My heart was racing, but Ian looked at me, and we both just burst out laughing. The next day, when the papers came out, I walked through campus, and everyone at school was just staring, including the 3 bullies. All I could do was smile. For the first time ever, I cared about how I looked. Monty went with me to get a prescription for contact lenses, then to the salon to get my hair done, and finally to Sephora to get a makeover. Listen, Sid, something feels off about this whole thing with Ian. Wow, is somebody getting jealous because someone else is taking up my attention for once? No, that's not it at all. You said it yourself. Why did Todd know your name? But I wasn't listening. All I could think about was seeing Ian again, and then the cosmetologist turned my chair around. So, how do I look? That bad, huh? You're beautiful. I hugged him as hard as I could. I don't know what I would have done without him all these years. For the next few months, Ian and I snuck out nearly every night and went on crazy adventures. We went to a closed amusement park and turned on one of the rides, did a Ouija board in an abandoned house, and went for a midnight swim in the park fountain. During the day, I struggled to stay awake in class and my grades went down, but I didn't care. I was falling in love. I was so caught up in Ian that I barely ever saw Monty anymore. I didn't even care that Todd kept posing us for the press. Until one day, when things took a dark turn, Todd had Ian and I meet. Well, look at you two lovebirds. It just warms my heart. I didn't know you had one of those, Todd. Every day there's a new surprise. Ian tried to contain his laughter, but Todd was not amused. When the press gets here, Ian, I want you to kiss Sydney. Ian and I hadn't kissed yet, which I thought was strange, but I felt like he was just taking it slow. Then, out of the corner of my eye, I saw Monty sitting alone on a bench eating his lunch. Is that necessary, Todd? Of course it's necessary, Ian. And I want you to kiss her like you mean it. Understand? What the heck was that supposed to mean? Why wouldn't he mean it? And like clockwork, Ian's bodyguards ushered a dozen reporters over to us. But Ian looked so uncomfortable. He gave me the most awkward, quick kiss. Now, I'm no kissing expert, but I would have to say it was pretty terrible. I looked over and Monty was gone. Ian and I got to the back seat of his limo. Todd got into the front and just exploded. What the hell was that? I'm sorry, Todd. I'll do better. For your father's sake, you better. For your father's sake? What does that mean, Ian? What does it matter to you, Sydney? You're not bullied anymore. People admire you, which I'm guessing is a first. So be a good girl and keep your mouth shut. Hey, don't talk to her like that. Or what, Ian? You gonna fire me? I was waiting for Ian to defend me, but he just went quiet. When I opened the door to my dorm room, Monty was waiting. I had given him his own key at the start of the year. I was so happy to see him. Monty! But that happiness didn't last long. You're being played, Sid. Played? Oh, stop it, Monty. You and Ian? It's a setup because his father is running for re-election, and Todd was hired to craft his image for the public. You're just jealous because I fell in love and I'm spending my time with someone else. And then, Monty held up a printed photo of Ian embracing another boy. I did some digging and this was Ian's high school boyfriend. Boyfriend? You're saying that Ian is... Yes, I'm so sorry, Sid. And they're using you to give off the image that he's straight, so it doesn't affect his father's re-election campaign. Wow, Monty, you are pathetic. I was a loser until I met Ian, and you're just upset that you're still one. I can't believe I was ever friends with you. Now get out. Monty looked like I just slapped him as I slammed the door in his face. That night, when Ian picked me up, I told him I wanted to go to our spot on the cliff overlooking the city. I'm so sorry about today, Sydney. The pressure to perform in front of the camera just... Before he could finish, I held up the photo. Have you been lying to me, Ian? Where did you get that? Who cares where I got it? This is the reason why you've never kissed me, isn't it? Todd says if the world finds out about this, my father will lose. I was furious at myself. Monty tried to warn me, but I didn't listen. And now I've probably lost him forever. But it all suddenly made sense. Right. Choose a girl with low self-esteem who wouldn't question what was happening, who would be so thrilled with the attention that she would just go with it. And these adventures at night, were they part of it? Not at first, but the police officer that first night ID'd me, and Todd thought it was a great idea to keep them going. He threatened to tell my dad if I told you. I am so sorry, Sydney. I never wanted to hurt you. Your dad doesn't know about you? No. That was the only photo ever taken of my boyfriend and me in high school, and Todd found it too. Goodbye, Ian. Sydney, you need to see this through until the election. My dad is coming to campus tomorrow, and if you're not there, Todd will have you expelled. Doesn't matter. I'm dropping out anyway. I'm done. Ian dropped me off in front of my dorm, and I turned to him one last time. If you want to live your life trying to be someone you're not just to prove yourself, it will crush you. Trust me. The next morning, my face was puffy from crying. I loaded up my car with all my stuff and was preparing to head home, back to a life where I wasn't worth anything, back to face the judgment of my parents who already thought so little of me. I got into the car and tried to close the door, but it didn't budge. Monty was standing there holding it. What are you doing here? Stopping you from making a huge mistake? Didn't you already try that? Yeah, well, that's what best friends do, right? And then I just lost it. I am so sorry. I was such a huge jerk. Why do you even want to talk to me after those horrible things I said? I don't deserve you.
Because I love you, Sid. I always have. Why do you think I chose this school? It was to be with you.
And then he kissed me with a passion that I had never experienced before. My body felt like it was plugged into an electrical outlet.
The president's about to speak. Shall we go watch?
Why would I want to watch? And so we went to the football stadium, where Ian was standing on the stage next to his father. Todd was standing behind them.
And as I stand on the cusp of the next presidential election, I want to hand the mic over to my son Ian, who means more to me than anything in the world. During my dad's first election, nobody paid attention to me because I was only 14 years old. But now that the world is paying attention, I want them to meet my true love.
And suddenly, the boy from the photo walked onto the stage. The whole stadium burst out into applause. It was incredible. And then Ian turned and hugged his father. Todd looked horrified. After the speech ended, the Secret Service let Monty and me backstage, just in time for Todd to walk out.
I hope you enjoyed your time here, Sydney, because you're as good as expelled. Nah, but you're as good as fired, Todd.
Ian walked over, and for the first time, Todd looked terrified.
You can't fire me, but I can. Mr. President, I was only doing this for you. Who told you to do that? You harassed my son for years and misused the power I gave you. Get him out of here.
And the Secret Service dragged him away, kicking and screaming. It was glorious. I forgave Ian, and 4 years later, he and his boyfriend became the best men at Monty's and my wedding, at the White House. My parents were there, glowing with pride, but winning their approval didn't matter to me anymore. I was happy that at least they were there. And finally, I was just happy being me. True friends are those who care without hesitation, who remember without limitation, who forgive without explanation, and who trust without communication. The woman had a baby in her arms and ran as fast as she could, never looking back. At last, we are safe, my love. We are going to America, the land of opportunities. Our future will be different now. That's what Robin's mom had hoped for when she ran away from her husband in Brazil and moved to the USA. But making a living in the USA wasn't as easy as she thought it would be. At age 4, Robin and her mom were living in a shelter home and had trouble making ends meet. On the day of Robin's 5th birthday, her mom saved enough money to take her to a playland, a place Robin had wanted to go to for a long time. Well, the playland rides were super fun until the card was exhausted. Just when Robin's mom was about to take her off the ride, the woman came and swiped her card. No, you didn't have to. We were done. Please, let me. Hey, kid, take as many rides as you want. I need to finish this card today, or else my daughter, Summer, will have me stay here for the rest of my life. Seeing the lady's daughter jump up and down like a kangaroo on a sugar high, Robin knew what she meant. Soon the girl went running towards the jungle gym, and her mom got Robin in there too. As Robin was having fun, she heard a scream and instantly ran towards the sound to find the other girl stuck in one of the tunnels.
Are you all right? Please help. Oh, thank God you're here. I was so scared. It was so dark, but also colorful. Oddly like the witch's house from Hansel and Gretel.
Robin pushed, and in no time the girl was able to get out of the tunnel. Both became good friends, and seeing how much both girls liked each other, Summer's mom soon offered Robin's mom a job at her home. She had to work as the cleaning lady, but she also got to have a room in the big mansion. As time passed, both girls became inseparable. Soon they started going to the same school and were like two peas in a pod. But the kids there always had something to say about how different Robin and Summer looked, especially Anya, who was mean as a snake.
Together, you both make the number 10. Does Summer eat all of your food, Robin? Jerk, her weight is a temporary caloric imbalance, but your stupidity is a permanent genetic malfunction. If you say something to my friend again, I'll... Let it go, Robin. It's not worth it.
Such mean comments didn't affect their friendship until they joined ballet classes together in the 8th grade.
Come on, Summer. There are just 5 ballet positions we did this year, and you can't even get one of them right. Look at Robin. Her posture is like a delicate swan. But no buts. Come on, you can do it. Let's try it again.
Seeing how hard Summer was pushing herself, Robin couldn't just sit by. So she started doing ballet and ended up landing straight into her teacher on purpose.
Oops, I am so sorry. I guess lesson's over now, right? Come on, Summer. But Summer wouldn't budge. She remained standing in that awful position until there were tears in her eyes, and that's when Robin had had enough. I swear, if you don't stop, I'll never talk to you again. Then don't. I guess it would be better that way. Saying that, Summer kept on repeating the ballet steps till she was out of breath. That was the day something between the girls changed, and Summer started to spend less and less time with Robin. Worse, she got into all kinds of diets and started to hang out with Anya, the same girl who used to make fun of her. Once during lunchtime, as Robin started to enjoy her chocolate muffin, she could see how badly Summer wanted it, so she offered it to her. Oh no, don't tell me you're gonna eat that. And why can't she eat that? She doesn't have to starve herself. How can she eat that? You touched it. Aren't you her maid or something? Or her mom, like they clean your toilets? Summer, that's so unhygienic. Yeah, gross. Her mom does scrub our toilets. What was I even thinking? Thanks for rescuing me, girl. Come on, let's go have some detox water. As Summer left with her new friends, Robin was left in shock. That was the day Robin promised herself to turn her life around, so she focused hard on her studies and soon started acing her exams. By the time the girls reached high school, Summer was the official queen bee of the school. She had it all: a hot body, designer clothes, designer bags. She even had followers carrying her bag for her. But there was one thing Summer didn't have: Calix. Summer had a huge crush on the school's heartthrob. The guy was the perfect combination of beauty and brains, a jock and a straight-A student, and Robin had a crush on him too. Even though Calix might have smiled at her once or twice, Robin never spoke to him, knowing how much Summer liked him. One time, Robin was running late for school and was rushing when suddenly a car zoomed by and someone threw juice on Robin. Hey jerk, watch where you're going! Oh, it's you, of course. Ugh. I didn't do it on purpose. Hey, come on, we're running late. And Robin, don't worry. You look the same trashy as usual. Robin hoped that Summer would say something in her defense, but she just avoided her gaze and drove off. When Robin reached the school, she caught her reflection in a window and saw her hair was a mess. As she fixed herself, she spotted a smiling face. It was Calix behind her.
Hey, what happened to you?
Nothing. Just started the day on the wrong foot, I guess.
Well, you still look amazing. Never mind.
Saying that, Calix walked away, leaving Robin stunned. Whoa, did the Greek god-looking hunk tell her she looked amazing? He sure did. After that day, Calix and Robin's paths started to cross almost every day. One time, Robin ended up accidentally stepping on Calix's heels in the crowded lunchroom. Another time, they were paired together in the science lab. And once in the cafe, Robin was buying a donut when she realized she'd forgotten her wallet, and Calix came to the rescue. Oh, you didn't need to. This is so embarrassing. I forgot my wallet.
Come on, it's 50 cents. You need to loosen up a bit. So I'm throwing this party, and I would love if you could come, please.
She isn't gonna come. She's always too busy studying, but I'll come. Would you like that, Calix?
Of course. Robin, do try to come, and I'll see you guys later.
Just as Calix left, Summer's sweet smile faded and she glared at Robin. You know I like him. That's why you're running after him. You are pathetic, Robin. Robin felt like slapping Summer, but controlled herself. Later that night, she was all dressed for Calix's party. She wasn't doing it to make Summer jealous, but because for the first time, someone from school had invited her over. Just as Robin reached Calix's place, she spotted him and was swept away when the boy came running and took her hand.
Whoa, and I thought you looked pretty in glasses. You look mesmerizing in this dress.
Thank you. Calix then took Robin to the dance floor, and as she was having the time of her life, Robin spotted the look of hatred on Summer's face. But once the song ended and Calix leaned in and kissed her on the cheek, it looked like Summer would explode. Oh no, Robin needed to explain to Summer that she wasn't after her crush. Calix, I need to go.
Wait, Robin, I wanted to tell you how much I like you.
But Robin was more worried about Summer. As she ran after Summer, she bumped into Anya. Well, what do we have here? A little birdie told me that this dress you're showing off is courtesy of Summer's mom. So I guess you wouldn't mind perhaps taking it off? Saying that, Anya ripped Robin's dress and in seconds, both girls were tangled in a fight. But Summer came and pushed Anya away. Robin, stop. You're better than her. And I'm sorry I told Anya that my mom gave you that dress. I shouldn't have. Wanna go home? Yes, I would like that. Summer and Robin sat in the car and talked after such a long time. And for a while, Robin thought everything between them would be all right. But just then, it started raining like crazy, and Robin realized that they were going towards a cliff. That particular cliff had a bad reputation among the townfolk for being haunted by ghosts. Why are we going there? Summer, you're so scared of horror stuff. Why do you want to see it? Just wanted to look at the city from up here. Ever since I learned how to drive, I wanted to go there. I've heard the view is to die for. Once the girls reached the cliff, they both enjoyed the view, but then suddenly, someone kicked Robin out of her car. It was Anya. She had been hiding in the back seat. What are you doing? It's raining. Summer, let me in. I'm scared. This place, it's creepy. Oh no, you witch. You thought you could just steal my guy? Walking back home in this rain will teach you a lesson. Or maybe make some friends with some ghosts. What? No, she can't walk back. It's raining. Let's just drive around for 5 minutes and come back for her. No way. She tried to steal Calix? I say punish her. Saying that, Anya took the steering wheel and they both drove off while Robin kept begging for her to stop. She even ran after the car, but exhausted, she fell to her knees. The next day, when Summer woke up, she was sure that Robin would be sick and tired from walking back home. But to her surprise, she saw Robin's mom all worried. Summer, did you see Robin last night? I've been waiting for her all night, but she didn't come home. What in the world? As her mom and Robin's mom called all their friends and then the cops, Summer felt her world shake. But before going to school, Summer saw a shadow enter Robin's room. Perfect, she's back. Got her mom worried for nothing. But upon entering Robin's room, she saw nothing except wet shoe marks on the floor and all the way up to the ceiling. Whatever you're up to, it won't work on me, Robin. Ugh. Saying that, Summer left for school. But when the announcement of Robin's disappearance was made, she felt confused. What? If Robin was still missing, who was that at home? During break time, Summer told Anya everything, only to be laughed at. So, you're saying Robin turned into a ghost who can climb walls? Or is she now Spider-Man? I don't know. I just think we should tell the police about last night. Police? Don't be crazy. She'll be back in no time. Don't be so dramatic. A few days later, Calix visited her at night, and right then, an officer also came to speak to Robin's mom. But as she opened the door, Summer saw something behind them. A person. Robin. Oh my god. She's here. She's coming here.
What? Who's here? Kid? You all right?
Scared witless, Summer ran into her room and shut herself in there. The next day at school, Anya came to Summer. You're trying to blackmail me? I'll ruin you, Summer. What are you talking about? Don't play dumb. I got this note in my locker. I know you're trying to spook me. Seeing the note, Summer's heart leapt into her throat. It was Robin's handwriting. I am coming. Everyone will pay. I swear it's not me. It's Robin. It's actually Robin's ghost. She wants revenge, I think. OMG, what have I done? All because of you. You left her there and she isn't back. This was all your idea. Shut up. And my idea? You were the one who tricked her. Keep your mouth zipped, or else. Or else what? You're horrible. I wish I could have seen your real face earlier. Robin was the only true friend I had. Yeah, and she's gone. Boo-hoo. This was the point Summer realized what a jerk Anya was, and she hoped and prayed her real friend would return, alive. A week later, in the evening, her mom was out and Summer was alone, when all of a sudden the lights went off. Summer immediately lit a candle and looked out the window. She almost fell on her butt. She couldn't believe her eyes. It was Robin. Robin looked deathly pale, like a ghost. You betrayed me. Summer, you betrayed me. Why did you betray me? No, I didn't. It was a... And then there was a loud bang on the door. And in the split second where Summer looked at the door, Robin was gone from the window. But the banging kept going on, driving Summer mad. No, I won't open the door. Never. Just then the lock turned, and Summer screamed. but her mom entered and seeing her crying on the floor, hugged her.
Mom, Robin was outside on the porch. Oh, Mom, I did a terrible thing. Anya suggested, but it was all me. I could have said no, but I was so blind in jealousy.
What? What are you talking about? And then Summer told her mom the entire truth.
Mom, I am so sorry. I miss Robin. I wish she could come back and none of this had ever happened. I now know that jealousy is a disease, and because of it, look what I did to my best friend. Oh, Mom.
Well, I am glad you learned your lesson. Hearing Robin's voice, Summer's eyes widened and realized Robin was in fact alive. Summer was stunned.
You're all right. Oh, thank God. Robin, please forgive me. I crossed the line, and I shouldn't have done this.
You shouldn't have, but, oh, Summer, I'm just glad all of this could open your eyes. And then Robin explained how Calyx had followed her that night and picked her up. Even though Robin could press charges on Summer and Anya, she chose not to and decided to teach Summer a much-deserved lesson. So she hatched the whole plan with Calyx. Even Calyx's cousin, who was in the police force, was in on the plan, and even both of their moms.
Okay, you really got me there. I was scared out of my mind.
But your absence told me the worth of your presence. Come here. Hi, I'm Dinah from Sweden, and I've got a story to tell you from many years ago about the weirdest parents ever. I didn't have the internet back then to keep me company, and I was just stuck with them. Before I continue, please like and subscribe. I never knew what my dad did for a living, but I knew he was a weirdo and a liar. And Mom, she was worse. We would only leave the house at night and never together. It was either me and Mom or me and Dad, and we never had any visitors. Dad always said it was safer that way, whatever that meant. I used to call myself an only child, although I had a sister. Her name was Maria. She was 2 years older than me, and she never left her room, and I was never allowed to go near her. Whenever I told Mom I wanted to see Maria, she'd get annoyed. How many times do I have to tell you? She doesn't want to see anyone. I knew Mom was a crazy liar. Of course my sister would want to see me. Eventually, I just stopped asking to see Maria. It was useless. Once I started school, my parents told me to even lie about who I was. They gave me a different name to tell everyone, Jane. Now remember, talk less and listen more. In fact, if you could act like you're mute, that would be perfect. Yes, Mom, I'll do exactly that. I only had one friend named Hope, and she was nice and really talkative. Once when we were in 4th grade, she said, "So Jane, why don't you ever talk about your family? You never asked." "Okay, I'm asking now. What's your family like?" "Oh, you won't believe it. They're weirdos. Dad never lets us go outside, and we never have any visitors, except some strange men he brings sometimes. And Mom, she's insane. She does whatever Dad tells her to do. Also, I have a sister, but I kinda don't have a sister. How to explain this? Okay, let me start from the beginning." And I told her every single thing about my weird family. And the next day, Hope was gone. I asked the teacher about her, and she said that she and her family had moved to another city. I was furious. That day, I screamed at my parents and blamed them for sending Hope away. They acted all innocent and said they had nothing to do with it, but I didn't believe them one bit. I didn't talk to them for days, until one night, I sneaked into the lounge and found my parents watching TV. The news channel was showing a picture of my dad with big words on the screen like liar, hypocrite, and fraud. And even worse, my picture and my mom's were also being shown. I knew it! You're an evil man, a criminal. Finally, everyone knows who you really are, and they'll take me away. Me and my sister will be free. Mom came running to me and picked me up and took me to my room. Put me down! Pack your things, Dinah. We're leaving. What? Where? Why? There's no time for questions. I'm not doing anything you say. I slammed the door behind Mom and locked it. I climbed into my bed feeling furious, and after some time, I dozed off. And when I woke up, I was in a different room. Apparently, we had moved to another city. I was so pissed at my parents. But at least I'd go to a new school now and have new friends that I could tell everything to. But one night, Dad came to my room with a gift. "This doll is for you, baby." I'm too old for dolls, Dad. Do you even know how old I am? Well, we have the entire year to know each other because I've decided to homeschool you. What? There's no way that's gonna happen. Dad ignored me, but I was determined not to be homeschooled. Whenever they tried to teach me, I'd come up with some excuse. Nope, I'm sick. My eyebrows are hurting. Ugh, I had a bad dream that a chicken ate me. I'm still not over it. Try tomorrow. And it kept going on like that for a year until my parents gave up. Dinah, you can join school now, and even use your real name. You mean my real name? And everyone would know I'm your daughter?
Yes, honey, exactly.
You guys are awful. I saw Dad on TV. Now that everyone knows he's evil, you want people to know that I'm your daughter? No way. I'm not falling for your games again. You're gonna give me a fake name, you hear me?
No, your dad isn't a bad person, Dinah. It was all a big misunderstanding, and it's cleared now.
Don't defend him. I don't believe you.
Don't believe us, but you're still going with your real name.
Fine, but I'm not showing anyone my face then. I'm gonna wear a mask and a hoodie, and no one will ever know who I am.
That's not going to happen.
I didn't ask for permission. I'm done listening to you guys. I'm going to school, and I'm wearing a mask. Period.
My parents didn't argue with me anymore, and they just left the room. And the next day, I wore a hoodie and a mask and went to school. Everyone was staring at me, but I didn't care. When the teacher asked me to introduce myself, I ignored her and went to sit at the back. And I noticed after some time that the girl next to me was constantly looking at me. Can you stop staring, please? You're making me uncomfortable.
Well, you're making me uncomfortable. But I gotta say, the mask idea is genius. It's the perfect way to hide your ugly face. But I'm sure you're not uglier than me. I should wear a mask too. I'm not ugly, and neither are you. Oh, come on. You're a liar too? Look at my nostrils. They're so wide you can see my brain. And penguins have better teeth than mine. And this dent in my chin, it looks like I have a butt on my face. My eyebrows are like a bridge over my eyes. Giraffes are competing with me for the longest neck. And see this
Oh, God, stop talking. Why do you hate your face so much? It's not that bad.
Yeah, it is. I have 6 sisters, and I'm the ugliest. Yeah, they told me. They're all beautiful like models, while me, not even close. I mean, look at my legs. My calves are like tree trunks, and my nails, I bite them and chew them sometimes. They don't taste that bad. The point is, my hands are the ugliest.
Please, stop talking. I'm not used to someone who talks a lot.
Why? No one talks to you? What about your family? Are they dead? Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm such an idiot. My sisters say that too.
No, they're not dead. Can you please stay quiet unless I ask you something?
So, you're not going to tell me about your family, huh? I told you everything about myself. Also, you expect me to shut up so I won't annoy your majesty? Who do you think you are? You're just a weirdo with a mask.
I didn't mean to upset you. Listen, I'll tell you everything once I trust you.
Why can't you trust me now?
I just need some time, okay?
Fine. I trust all people, especially the weird ones. But whatever.
Oh my God. Her name was Nastya, and she was nuts. But at least she was helpful. She gave me a tour of the school and helped me get familiar with everything.
But she wouldn't stop introducing me to everyone. Hey guys, this is Dinah. She doesn't like talking about her family. Weird, right? And I still don't know anything about the mask. And no, she says she's not ugly.
I knew there was no use asking her to shut up, so I just waved to the kids and kept walking. Nastya and I got closer over the coming weeks, and I started to trust her
a little bit.
But that was a mistake. One day, we were walking down the hallway when we saw a group of girls coming towards us, and Nastya freaked out.
Oh my God, that's Eva!
Before I could ask her who that was, Nastya got down on her knees and held Eva's hand.
How are you today, our princess? How was your trip?
Oh, get up, Nastya. You're pathetic. I just saw you this morning, and you asked the same questions, and I ignored you. Can't you take a hint? And who is this weirdo?
That's Dinah, my best friend. She's at your service. She likes you so much. No, she adores you.
No, I don't. I don't even know who she is. And she doesn't seem very nice. Oh, we have a brave one here. That's a lot of nerve for someone who covers their face. Let me guess. You're the school bully. Gotcha. Nastya, let's go. We don't have time for this. I started walking away, but Nastya didn't move. I don't think you understand how things work around here. Everyone does what Eva says. Girls, catch her and take her to the bathroom. You too, Nastya. Now. The girls started approaching me, including Nastya. I couldn't believe it. No, Nastya, are you crazy? You're my friend. But as she kept coming closer with a cold face, I suddenly slapped her hard. Just then a teacher came into the hallway and Eva whistled to the girls and they all backed off and followed her, like they were her pets.
and I couldn't believe that the only person I trusted a bit turned out to be as terrible as my parents. I was never going to talk to Nastia again, but I had a bigger problem right now. Eva. It looked like I'd made an enemy out of the most feared girl in school. I found out from some kids that she was 2 years older than me, and she could make or break your life here. And she was untouchable. Eva has perfect grades and perfect manners in class, and the teachers worship her. She never gets into trouble. She put stolen exam papers in my sister's locker and got her expelled just because my sister refused to do her homework. My best friend is in therapy because of how much Eva hurt her. Jeez, this girl seemed like a monster. And now, I was wondering what she'd do to me. The next day when Nastia walked into the classroom, I almost fell off my seat. She was wearing an avocado-shaped outfit with 2 horns on her head. Everyone was laughing as she sat down. What are you staring at? Why are you wearing that? What? You're the only one allowed to look weird? I don't care, dude. Be as weird as you like. It's not like we're friends. Why was I even talking to her? And Nastia didn't take off that ugly outfit for days. But then one day I was in the bathroom stalls when I heard some voices outside. Eva, I've been wearing this for 4 days and it's itchy. Can't I take it off now? A deal's a deal, loser. You begged me not to hurt Dinah, and I said I'd leave her alone if you wore the outfit for a week. Now stop whining or else. Wait, Eva hadn't hurt me because of what Nastia did? I peeked out the door to see Eva leaving, and then I came out. You've been wearing this ridiculous costume for me? Why are you doing this? You don't have to be so afraid of that witch, Nastia. I'm not. That's because you don't know her, Dinah. She's my sister. I have to do what she says, or she'll make me miserable. She's already making you miserable, can't you see? You can't live like a coward. Coward? Says the girl who can't show her real face to anyone. And if you had a sister, you'd understand. I do. Do what? I have a sister. I don't know what happened, but the moment I said the word sister, I broke down and started crying like crazy. And I told Nastia everything, but I made sure not to mention my parents' names. When I was done, Nastia didn't say anything. She just hugged me tight. Despite my protests, Nastia wore the outfit for the whole week, and we started hanging out again. Eva seemed to keep her distance, but I didn't trust her one bit. A few days later, Nastia came running to me excitedly at recess. Oh my God, Dinah, you won't believe this. You know that cute jock Peter I have a crush on? The one in Eva's class? I saw him putting this note in my locker. Pinch me or punch me. I think I'm dreaming. I saw the note, and he'd asked her out to the Valentine's Day dance. You saw him put this there? With my own ugly eyes? No, my eyes must be beautiful if Peter likes me. But Nastia, has he ever even talked to you before? Why is he suddenly asking you out? What's your point, Dinah? I mean, what if this is a prank? What if Eva planned it? And suddenly, Nastia looked mad. Gosh, you really can't trust anyone, can you? And basically what you're saying is, why would someone like Peter ask out someone like me, right? No, that's not what I said. You didn't have to. I'm not as stupid as I look. You're no better than my sisters. And before I could reply, Nastia ran away tearfully. I tried talking to her the next few days, but she just acted like I was invisible. I had no plans to go to the Valentine's Day dance. I didn't even have a date. But my gut feeling kept telling me something about the whole Peter thing was off. So an hour before the party, I decided to go. And when I got there, it was worse than I'd feared. I saw Nastia walking up to Peter and tapping him on the shoulder. He turned around and burst out laughing.
Well, hello, Nastia. I didn't know this was a party for clowns.
I didn't get the joke. Sorry, my sisters say I'm dumb.
Girl, what's wrong with your makeup? Did you do it sitting on a roller coaster in the dark?
No, my sister Eva did it.
You're kidding, right? Eva always looks perfect. And you look like a mess.
That's no way to talk to your date, dude.
Date? Are you out of your mind? I'm here with Eva, loser.
I'd heard enough. I ran forward and punched Peter in the face. Shut up, you jerk. Don't talk to my friend like that. Just as I took Nastia's hand to get her out of there, I heard Eva whistle, and her friends grabbed me. Oh, Dinah, you're about to find out how stupid it is to mess with me. But I really want to see your face before I teach you a lesson. With that, Eva leapt forward and snatched my mask off. But suddenly, she screamed in pain. Ow! Nastya! Let go, you psycho! Nastya had jumped onto Eva and was pulling her hair so hard, I thought she'd take them right off her scalp. Her minions ran to help Eva, but Nastya wasn't backing off. I am a psycho! Don't mess with me or Dinah, or I swear, Eva, I'll chop your hair off in your sleep. I'll find the fattest rats and set them loose in your room. I'll switch all your Diet Coke with regular Coke so you'll get fat. I won't stop until you're as miserable as you've made me. Suddenly, the other kids started cheering for Nastya and pushed Eva's minions away. And Eva looked furious. She screamed as everyone booed her and stormed off with her gang. I hugged Nastya tight, and suddenly, she gasped. Dinah, that's the first time I'm seeing your face. Wow, you're gorgeous. Oh God, in all the chaos, I'd forgotten my mask was off. And now everyone had seen me, and they were giving me compliments about how pretty I was. And then I heard the dreadful words.
Wait a second. I know your dad. He was the famous politician who was accused of stealing public funds. We saw him all over the news.
What? Dad was a politician? And he was a thief? No, you're confusing me with someone else. My dad isn't a thief.
No, it's you. I saw the pictures too. And yeah, of course he's not a thief. Your dad is an honest, kind man. Everyone knows he was proved innocent.
Yeah, he helped a lot of people, including my cousins. He must be like a hero to you. What in the world? So my dad was actually a good man? I was so shocked and I couldn't breathe. I just ran away and Nastya followed me. I went straight back home to confront my parents.
You're not wearing your mask.
Just tell me one thing. People are saying you used to be a politician, Dad. A very kind one. Is that true?
Yes, honey. We tried telling you he was a good man, but you never listened.
Why didn't you tell me the truth from the start? Why did you treat me badly?
Sweetheart, we never meant to treat you that way. There were many people who wanted to hurt me while you were growing up, and we thought the less you knew, the less danger you'd be in. We're sorry we didn't tell you the truth. We just didn't want to scare you.
What about my sister? I want to see her, now! My parents looked at each other and then led me to her room. I saw her for the first time lying on her bed, sleeping peacefully.
She's been in a coma for years. We were wrong to keep this a secret, but we didn't want you to feel sad about her. We're sorry for all of this, Dinah. We love you so much.
She's so beautiful, just like you. I turned around to see Nastya and I hugged her. Guys, I think it's time for you to hug your daughter. Such weirdos. My parents joined our hug and I whispered, I'm sorry.
It's okay. We love you.
I love you too. I love you 3. Cheesy, but who cares? Hi, I'm Kathy from Florida. My mom comes from a family of geniuses. Both her parents are scientists, just like her. So when I was born, she expected me to be some kind of genius too. Only I wasn't. Kathy, how do you make 7 even? Easy. Take the S out like this. Ugh, no. Let's give this another shot. Mom, I'm bored. Can I go outside and play for a bit? Such a pretty day. No matter how hard Mom tried, I could never give a hoot about books. So Mom got me private tutors. Margot, are you with me? Tell me what I just said. You said, Margot, are you with me? No, I mean, what was I teaching? How am I supposed to know that? You're the teacher. The tutor got angry and swore to never come back, and Mom was just left disappointed, as always. She didn't talk to me for days until one afternoon, her old friend from school, Lydia, paid us a visit with her daughter Sophie, who was awfully quiet. They'd recently moved to town and shifted to our neighborhood. I was so excited to see another kid in the area since our neighborhood was full of old, boring people. Do you want to see my room? Oh wait, that's a mess. We should go outside and play. Sophie won't be going anywhere. Why don't you guys sit down and I'll get some sodas. Sophie passed me a dry smile and did exactly that. I went and sat next to her. Are you okay? What are you doing? So you talk, huh? Please, don't talk to me. My mom doesn't like it when I talk too much. Or at all. I tried talking to Sophie, but she continued to stare at the floor and I gave up. After they left, Mom told me that Sophie was supposed to go to my school and I had to look after her. Why? She's so weird, and her mom kept staring at me like I'd farted in her face. Sophie's new here and she needs your help. That's the least you can do for me after that stunt you pulled with the tutor. Oh, fine. Just like Mom asked me to, I waited for Sophie so we could walk to school together. She didn't say a word the whole day till the teacher asked us the answer to a tough math question question in class. It's 7,250. Wow, dude, that was fast. Are you a genius or something? Well, kinda. I study a lot, then maybe you can be my tutor. God knows I need one, and no one sticks around with me for long. Sophie smiled, and we spent the entire day together. We were poles apart, but somehow clicked, and she invited me over that evening for a study session. But just as I got there, Linda walked up to us smirking. I have my eyes on you girls. Do not close this door. Sure, Mrs. Linda, Sophie's mom. You know what happens when you close the room? Monsters creep up from behind the shadows and eat you up. Have fun studying. Linda laughed, and I just couldn't stop thinking about how weird she sounded. Also, the entire time I was there, she kept walking by the door, sneaking glances. I wanted to ask Sophie if her mom disliked me or something, but I didn't want to offend her, so I kept quiet. Mom got called for an emergency meeting out of town and asked Linda to help. Oh, of course she can stay here. No problem. Work comes first. Tell me that didn't sound sarcastic. Anyway, I was happy to spend some time with Sophie, but as soon as Mom left, Linda grinned and walked in, locking the door from inside. I continued banging for ages till she opened up. What? I just went to get you my sweater. It's freezing. You just shut the door in my face and walked away. I did not. You're an ungrateful, wild kid, Kathy. Didn't your mom teach you how to speak with elders? Oh, wait. She's too busy working. Before I could respond, Sophie came and practically dragged me away. Your mom's crazy. Who talks like that? I'm really sorry. Ever since Dad left us, she's been a little weird around people. Just ignore her. Anyway, are you hungry? I'm starving. Sophie got me sandwiches, and we watched some MSA until we dozed off. But later that night, we woke up to loud noises, and it seemed like they were coming from the kitchen. We went downstairs to check and saw Linda trying to find something. What are you doing? Oh, no. Did I wake you guys up? I was so hungry and I thought I'd make lasagna. Go back to bed. Who eats lasagna at 3 a.m.? I do. Sophie and I left, but we couldn't get any sleep and were super exhausted the next day. I didn't know what her deal was, but Linda just kept getting weirder over the years. But Sophie and I continued to remain the best of friends. While I was still figuring out what I wanted to do in life, she had already set her mind on becoming a writer. Look at this poem I wrote. I could never explain how much you meant to me, for sharing my joys and pain. This is beautiful. You think? It's not complete yet. I think poetry is my calling, Kathy. I don't want to waste my life studying. I think it's amazing. I just wish I knew what I wanted to do too. I'm sure you'll figure it out. Well, I tried to, but finding a passion was more difficult than I thought. I tried auditioning for the drama club, but I had trouble memorizing the lines. Art was boring, and cheerleading was too much effort. I'd almost given up hope, till one day a football hit me right in the head. Ouch! Watch out, jerks!
Pass the ball, shorty. You holding up the game.
Oh, really? Come and get it. Just as one of the guys walked forward, I dodged him and ran straight to touchdown. Everyone stared at me wide-eyed as the coach suggested I try out for the running team. I wasn't sure I'd do well, but I ended up overtaking everyone on the team, including the boys. By high school, I was good enough to compete in tournaments. After our team had won one of the biggest track events, we wanted to celebrate by going out for a concert, and I invited Sophie too. I don't know. I mean, I've never really stayed up that late, and Mom would never allow it, so we'll sneak out. Come on, it's high school, and you could use the break. What's the worst that could happen? I can murder you and hide your body, or you could be a zombie in disguise. Wouldn't that be something? Sophie and I left with the team, and we're having a blast at the concert till I left to go get some drinks, and when I came back, Sophie wasn't around. I started searching for her frantically and tried calling her, but I couldn't get through. I informed security, and within minutes, we had a whole search team looking everywhere for her. We finally found her near one of the stalls, and she had fainted. We immediately took her to the hospital. I informed Mom and Linda on the way, and was sweating bricks when they showed up. Do you have any idea what you've done? You're such a bad influence on her. She has a scholarship exam in 2 days. If they don't let her sit for that, all her hard work will go down the drain. I can't believe this. Your daughter's in the hospital and all you care about is some dumb exam? Seriously, what's wrong with you? You should be sorry for sneaking out my daughter, and instead, you're giving me an attitude? This is exactly why I told Sophie to stay away from you. If there's anyone she needs to stay away from, it's you. She probably fainted from all the stress you give her. Enough, Linda. I apologize for Kathy. And you, young lady, let's talk at home. But Mom! Just then the doctors walked in and informed us that Sophie had a slight concussion and a minor fracture and would be absolutely fine. I wanted to check on her too, but Mom dragged me back home. A week later when Sophie came home, I rushed to talk to her. I am so glad you're okay. How are you feeling? I've been better. I'm sorry for leaving you alone like that, Sophie. It's okay. I don't want to think about it. I need to rest now. Let's talk later. With that, Sophie just went to bed and pulled up a blanket. Because of her injury, she couldn't couldn't take the scholarship test for college, and even though she didn't blame me for what happened, I wanted to make up for it. I thought about it a lot, and then one day while I was walking by the school notice board, I saw a flyer for a writing competition. The winner would get a chance to apply for a prestigious writing course and win a cash prize. I quickly tore it off and went straight to Sophie's place, but Linda opened the door and refused to let me in. I had to get creative, so I climbed up a tree that led to Sophie's window, and what I saw blew my mind.
You have to stop hanging out with that Kathy. I hate her, and I hate her more every day.
Stop it, Mom. You don't even know her.
I know she'll let you down, just like her mom did.
What do you mean?
Nothing. They're all the same. You need to be better and smarter. Get a better job, college, and more money than Kathy. That will be my revenge.
Saying that, Linda turned around and left. She was worse than I thought. What was she saying about my mom? I had so many questions in my head when suddenly the branch I was on snapped. Luckily, I caught the windowsill just in time. What the heck are you doing, Kathy? Hanging out? Pull me up, will you? Close call. Here, take this. What am I supposed to do with this? You have to apply. It's been your dream since forever, Sophie. No, I don't have to do anything. Besides, Mom, you can't let your mom define your life for you. You have to be strong and give your dreams a shot. Why do you even care? Because you're my best friend, and I want you to be happy, even if that means going against your mom, who is terrifying, by the way. Oh, tell me about it. We shared a laugh and Sophie promised to think about it. I was glad to have my best friend back, but I still couldn't stop thinking about what Linda said. So the next morning, I asked Mom, and she told me that in high school, Sophie's mom was a bit weird. She always had her head in books and hardly smiled. So we thought maybe she needed to loosen up a bit, and we played a funny prank on her. What did you do? We might have taken a picture of her digging in her nose and pasted it all over the school. How is that funny, Mom? That's horrible. I know that now. We did remove all the pictures, but I think it affected her and kids kept laughing at her for years. I apologized more than once, but I guess she's never really forgiven me. I wanted to talk to Sophie about it too, so the next day, I waited outside her house to walk to school together, but she didn't show up, and when I came back from school, Mom told me Linda and Sophie had moved. Immediately I called Sophie, but as luck would have it, Linda answered,
Stay away from Sophie.
She's done with you messing up her life. But Linda disconnected, and when I tried calling again, the number wasn't reachable. I searched for Sophie for weeks, but finally gave up when I got no leads. It was as if she'd vanished into thin air. Soon, the school announced the annual track events, and I got busy. The best student would get a sports scholarship to a college of their choice, and even though I wanted to be the best, Sophie always remained in the back of my mind. I missed her, but I set all my feelings aside and gave it 100%. I didn't land the top spot, but I did get into a good college, and Mom was super proud of me. I continued participating in athletics in college, and with time, I even developed a taste for poetry. Maybe Sophie rubbed off on me a little. A year later, I was attending a poetry show with some friends when suddenly I heard a familiar voice on stage. I could never explain how much you meant to me, for sharing my joys and pain, for being my friend, patient and forgiving, never judging, scolding, or forsaking. It gives me peace that at the end of the day, you're only a phone call away. The audience erupted in applause, and I could feel warm tears down my face. When the show ended, I immediately went backstage to meet her, but it was too crowded. Kathy, is that you? Oh my God, I'm so happy to see you. And that poem? I completed it. It's actually dedicated to you. God, I missed you so much. Me too. And I'm so glad you're following your dreams and finally convinced your mom. Well, not exactly. Sophie told me after they left town, her mom got diagnosed with bipolar disorder and had to get admitted to a mental facility. Since they had no other family, Sophie had to drop out of college and pick up a job to pay the bills. I'm so sorry to hear that. Why didn't you call me? You know I would have helped. I tried calling you. I guess you changed your number. And then I got busy with Mom's treatment, and there was never a good time. If it means anything, I'm here now, and I'm sorry for what Mom and her friends did to your mom all those years ago. It was a long time back. I knew Mom wasn't like other moms, but she tried her best to be there for me in her own twisted way. But after she got diagnosed, I realized how short life is to hold on to grudges and ignore what makes you happy. So now that Mom's better, I've finally decided to pursue my dream. I'm so proud of you, Sophie. So what do you say? We start again? This time, let's leave the moms aside. I'd love that. They were everywhere, and we were completely surrounded. It seemed that all hope was lost. But then I remembered the phrase that my grandma had taught me so many years ago. I said it, and then my powers kicked in. Yes, I know what you're thinking. An MSA fantasy story. This is the best day of my life. But before you get to witness me kicking bad guys' butts with my super cool powers, you have to know the full story. So, once upon a time, in a not-so-magical place...
She has trust issues.
Trust issues? How can I trust someone who forgets my birthday and uses my toothbrush for fixing his eyebrows? He even tricked me into marrying him. I was so naive back then.
Yeah, naive. I've seen that. Remember the vending machine incident? You knocked it over because your coin got stuck and then blamed me. And what about when you babysat our neighbor's kid? You gave him cough syrup to make him sleep. And don't even get me started on the time you decided to wash the vacuum motor in the sink.
Okay, maybe I wasn't thinking clearly with the vending machine. And the kid needed to nap, right? As for the vacuum, it did say washable filter. How was I supposed to know the motor wasn't part of that? I'm just thorough. Okay, time out. Let's take a deep breath and think of 5 reasons why you chose each other in the first place.
We didn't.
Why don't we start from the beginning? Kiara, you go first. Okay. Hi, my name is Kiara, and I'm from...
We already know that.
Let her talk. Before I tell you my story, please like and subscribe.
Like what? Subscribe where? What are you talking about?
Stop interrupting me!
Nicholas?
Okay, my bad. Please keep going, honey.
I had a happy life and grew up in a ginormous family in the countryside of Macedonia. Our house was tiny and packed. Living under one roof were Mom, Dad, my uncle, his wife, their 3 kids, my mom's sister, Dad's stepsister, my sister, and Grandma. Oh, right, and our dog Bruno, 3 cats, 2 iguanas, and even a dragon. My bad. That was just my nephew Marcos. You try having some privacy living with all these people. We were still happy. Okay, chaotic, but happy. We were so poor that everybody had to chip in. While my parents and uncles worked, I joined my grandmother at the town fair. She ran a healing stall, selling herbs and homemade remedies. A dash of this, and your headache will take a head hike. Since I was a kid, I loved learning from my gran. She was so wise, and doing potions with her was so fun. I felt like a real wizard. Still, at first, I was pretty bad at it. It was like watching a monkey or a millionaire trying to make an omelet. Only 2 drops of Butcholaki's essence. This is impossible. Be patient. Whenever you feel that there is no hope, just remember these words. Well, to be honest, guys, I don't remember the exact words. My grandmother was always teaching me different words and phrases in her old language, even though I had no clue what those meant. Angelo plenus mea cusa vetrilo? What is it, some kind of mantra or prayer? No, just the new Wi-Fi password. She used to tell me that she learned everything from her great-grandmother, who was the best healer in the region. You are just like me and her. You too have the gift. When I was 12 and going through aggressive puberty, some kid told me that I stank after gym class. I'll show you who stinks. So I created my first potion, which made sweat smell like a bouquet of jasmine. This is the Jasmine Potion. Because who needs deodorant when you can have a magical garden in your armpits? Side effects may include dizziness, depression, hair loss, body fatigue, extreme hair growth, temporary blindness, and bad odor. Okay, it wasn't perfect, but don't be so harsh. It was my first potion, and my Grammy was really proud of me. That same night, she gave me something really special, her necklace. This family heirloom has been in our family for generations. Now, it's your turn to carry it. Put it on. Do you like it? Not really. It's like ancient and old and too ugly for me. Definitely not my style. Oh, what's wrong with you? Well, that's a big question. I don't know why I blurted it out. It seems like I didn't care about the impact of my words, but I really did. I still love it, Grandma. More coming from you. I love you. Over the years, I didn't get any better at holding my truth vomit. It was like I was a professional snitch. Whenever I saw any wrongdoing, I would report it. Like the time Marcos tried to hide the couch by turning the cushion over. What's that smell? Marcos peed on the couch. Oops. You see, I can't help it. That day, my sister had her first date. Mom covered the smell with talcum powder, but he sat right there.
Is your sister ready? It's kinda damp here.
Oh, just water. No, that's actually Marcus's pee, and she is almost ready. She's just finishing stuffing her bra. Kiara! I'm gonna kill you! My life was just that of a regular teenage alchemist, you know? But then, when I turned 16, it took a wild turn. A royal envoy visited my village, and my school organized a talent fair in their honor. I know, what an honor to watch a bunch of clumsy teens trying to perform. I'm not talking about him. That was awesome. He's my favorite so far. While most of the girls sang or danced, I did a potion show. I was like a true wizard, creating something absolutely revolutionary. This potion can transform anybody into an amazing dancer. I need a volunteer, one that's a really horrible dancer. Come on, Principal Pandev, drink the potion and feel the music. He drank my potion and then started dancing like he was in a K-pop group. After such a display of magic, I obviously won the contest. However, the prize was more than I had asked for. Turns out, the royal envoys were not just there to admire our talents.
On behalf of the royal court, we would like to ask you for your hand in marriage. For the Count. It is tradition that the Count marries the most talented girl in all the land.
Wait, what? Did I just win a marriage proposal? And if you think this is very Cinderella or another Disney princess, it's because I'm like a Disney princess. Don't you dare say another word. Like I was saying, I was just like a Disney princess. I didn't want to marry some count I didn't even know. What is this, the 10th century? I was more than ready to say no, but we had been poor for so long. My father had been fired recently, and my uncle had an accident. Don't worry, he's fine. He just fell from his hammock when he was sleeping and snoring, and he broke like 4 ribs. My grandmother's stand wasn't doing so well either. Apparently, modern people prefer conventional medicine. I'll give it a B for boring, and boo! I knew that marrying a count would be a game changer for us, like going from, so I did it for my family, under the condition that we wouldn't get married until I was 18. Still, I had to go to the count's castle, known as the Dracon Castle. Well, the place was absolutely huge, like a super mansion. It had rooms on rooms on rooms on rooms, but almost all of them were completely empty. Then I met my mother-in-law. If this were a Disney movie, she would be the wicked stepmother. Let's just say we didn't start with the right foot. I must say, you have a massive place. Imagine losing your remote control here. You would have to call a rescue team to find it. Or you'd need a GPS. By the way, I have a potion for removing wrinkles. I can see that you really need it. Stop talking, Kiara, I beg you. We'll have the engagement party tonight. Get ready. Tonight? But my family isn't here. That's a shame, but this isn't the kind of party for people like your family anyway. I wanted to punch her, but before I knew it, I had already been captured by the maids who did my hair, makeup, and dressed me. The final result was horrible! I look so horrible! My hair looks like Marie Antoinette's, and this dress is the ugliest one I've ever seen! That's the dress I and my mother and my grandmother got engaged in. Well, I guess not everybody has the class to pull it off. The class? You mean the big hips, right? Oh, I'm so sorry. I meant, I'm just more of a pants girl. Yes, I can tell that. The night came, and it was a giant masquerade ball. Everybody was so uptight that if they were noodles, they'd be straight up spaghetti sticks. I felt so out of place that I took the first opportunity to sneak out of there. While I was trying to get back to my room, I got lost and ended up in their greenhouse. The place was full of weird and exotic herbs and plants. Bingo! I started taking various plants and putting them inside my dress when someone caught me red-handed. Or should I say dirt-handed.
Are you stealing plants?
Even with the mask on, you could tell the guy was ridiculously good-looking. He also had a really cool dragon tattoo on his neck and chest. I'm not stealing them, I'm just borrowing them. I'll return them later.
Right. What are you gonna do with those anyway? Sell them on eBay?
No, for your information, I'm a healer, an alchemist.
Is that so? Then show me.
I was about to tell him that I wasn't some circus monkey ready to perform tricks on command, but he seemed genuinely interested, and again, he was ridiculously good-looking. Hey, don't judge me, guys. Okay, just a small potion. We sneaked into the kitchen, and I started mixing some ingredients, and soon, bubbles of all colors started pouring out and dancing in the air.
Wow, that's really impressive.
I turned around, and he was right behind me. We stood facing each other, just inches apart. Okay, now you can judge me. It's my engagement party, and I'm about to kiss a random guy. We came back to the ballroom, and right then, cue the creepy thunder, my soon-to-be mother-in-law entered. When she saw us, she smiled. Ah, so you two have officially met. Wait, what? You're Nicholas? My future husband? Nicholas smiled, but he didn't look as surprised as me. I was expecting my future husband to be a nasty old man, but Nicholas was so dreamy. Maybe this arranged marriage isn't such a bad idea. Over the next few years, we spent all our time together. He taught me how to behave like royalty, while I showed him how to do some simple potions. Or at least how to try to do simple potions. In no time, we two fell completely in love. Once, he returned from horseback riding with a small cut near his neck from a branch. While I was applying the potion to his neck, what's the thing with the dragon tattoo? Aren't you too young to have a tattoo?
A long time ago, our region was separated between 3 houses. So I got it from my father's house, the House of Draco, also known as the House of Warriors.
And why does your mother have a tattoo of a crow?
That's the House of Valthor, the most traditional and ambitious people. Royalty of the royalty.
Right. And what about the third house? Who belongs there?
Nobody. That's the House of Zoria. That was the house for people of the darkness. That's why it was portrayed with an owl. But that one disappeared centuries ago. Nobody belongs to the House of Zoria anymore.
I didn't say anything back then, but it was clear why his mother's house was represented with a crow, because she was as creepy and mean as one. Really, she was so controlling and overbearing. She separated me from my family after sending them a TV and some monthly tributes. It was like they had bought me. Not only could I not visit them, but I couldn't even speak to them. They favored letters. You know, the traditional way. I just want to tell her that Master Chef is on right now. This will take weeks to reach her.
My house, my rules.
Your rules make as much sense as your interior decor style. 0. A big, fat, flashy 0 with a capital Z.
Babe, I know she can be difficult sometimes, but she wasn't always like this. After we lost my dad, she became scared of losing those she loves. That's why she's so controlling. Back then, we only had each other. Now, we have you too. So I really hope our love can endure this. What do you say?
How can I say no to that? Of course, babe. What can I say? Love is my only weakness. Oh, and doing potions. Oh, and the truth. Oh, and those videos of dads giving their kids new puppies. Those are so emotional. Soon, I turned 18, and we had the biggest wedding of the century. I had never felt happier. But after that, things really went downhill. My mother-in-law got worse. She had servants follow me around, even when I went to the garden. Well, granted, the garden is about 1,000 acres. More than once, I tried to lose them, but there always seemed to be a pair of extra eyes on me. It was as if she was afraid that I would run away. But run away from what? From my handsome husband or from my new castle? Something is off here. The next night, I sneaked into the reading room while they did their Shakespeare reading hour. I settled under a desk. For the first 45 minutes, they just read, but I remained fully focused on my mission. Finally, they started talking.
The time to do the ritual is here.
Ritual?
Mother, how come you are so sure that the witch is Kiara's great-great-great-grandmother?
Witch?
She has the necklace.
My necklace?
That moronic little girl is the key to lifting our curse.
Moronic? I mean, curse? My head was spinning. Oh my god, these people are completely insane. I couldn't believe that Nicholas had used me like that and was planning to betray me. I felt devastated. I need to escape right away. Before I left, just to show Nicholas how angry I was, I snuck into his room, transformed his underpants into origami, and spread red chili on all of his wardrobes. Then, I jumped out of my window and tried to sneak through the garden, but one guard spotted me. Soon, I was surrounded by guards. However, I had an ace up my sleeve, my explosive powder. I just grabbed some and boom! I started running, but the guards soon caught up with me. This time, led by her. Leave me alone, you monster-in-law! At that moment, Nicholas, driving a sports car, came to my rescue.
Come with me!
I got in the car and we drove away, but as soon as the castle disappeared from sight, I reached into my bag to grab something to get him talking, but all I got was mint leaves. These aren't just any herbs. I just have to rub it on your head and poof! You'll go bald forever. Now start talking, you liar, coward, deceitful snake!
Okay, please calm down.
It turned out Nicholas believed I descended from an ancient witch who had cursed his great-great-great-grandfather after he stole her magic necklace. This one?
Yes. It was supposed to make him a fair and just ruler, but he took it by force, and that unleashed a curse on my family. He tried to return it, and when that didn't work, he spread the word that your great-great-great-grandmother and her families were witches to exile them.
His great-great-great-grandfather doesn't sound so great.
Still, the curse stood. From then on, all the males in my family died prematurely, like my dad. So my mom groomed me all my life to marry the witch's descendant, the new necklace's owner, to break the curse. That was my whole purpose in life. But then I met you, and I completely fell in love.
Everything sounded completely mental, but somehow I knew he wasn't lying.
After watching how stubborn you are, my mom realized you would never give us the necklace voluntarily and planned a horrific ritual to force you to do so. I just couldn't let that happen. I'd rather have a short life with you by my side than a long one without you.
Aw, trust me, these are all tales and you're not cursed. I feel it. That is an ending worthy of a romantic fantasy, right? Unfortunately, things in real life are not that simple. After escaping from there, Nicholas and I lay low for months, traveling non-stop to escape his mother. Eventually, we settled in a big city to go unnoticed and start a new life. I tried to leave the past behind, but I just couldn't. I felt Nicholas wasn't trustworthy. And when I hit a vending machine, the police got involved, and seeing our fright there, they advised us to see a therapist.
So that's why we're here. No matter how much I do to show her that I really love her.
Nicholas, I want to believe you, I really do. But how can I trust someone who lied for years and was about to sacrifice me as a pawn? If you want my professional opinion, Nicholas is absolutely right. I don't think you're supposed to take sides. Kiara, you need to let go of the past and trust people. And how can I do that? Let's start with something simple. Give me the necklace. What? Just for a moment, show us that you can trust. No, I'm not giving you my necklace. Okay, so we are gonna have to do things the hard way.
Mom? What the?
That's right, don't try anything. You're surrounded. Guards came out from everywhere and captured us. Soon, they dragged us to an abandoned factory.
Mom, stop! Let her go!
Shut up! Bring my son to me. The guards grabbed Nicholas. I know you'll never give me that necklace. So let's try something different. If you don't give it to me this instant, Nicholas will be the one paying for it.
Mom!
Shut up, you traitor. I'm gonna count to 3. 1.
Don't do it, Kiara!
2. Okay, you win. Just have it, but don't hurt him. After so much time, finally, I have the necklace and his power.
How could you use me like that? Would you have done it?
I would do anything for supreme power. Oh wait, that's not what I wanted to say. What just happened?
So there wasn't a curse to begin with? Is Kiara's ancestor a real witch?
Of course not. I made that up just to control you because I couldn't take the necklace by force alone. There was no curse. And Kiara's family were not witches, but healers. Our ancestors said that to make people exile them and steal their castles and wealth. So their castle belongs to my family? And all this time we've been living in a mouse house? Why do I keep telling the truth? And that's when it hit me. The necklace has real powers, but it isn't blowing people up or firing laser beams. Oh my gosh, that is the real power of the necklace. To be a true, fair ruler, the wearer can never tell a lie. No wonder I couldn't stop telling the truth and snitching on people when I got the necklace. I'm gonna end you two right now. She raised her arms and began to gather strength. The earth seemed to move and lightning began to fall from the sky. However, when she tried to use her powers, nothing happened. What's wrong? The legend says this should give real power to its owner. You're not the real owner of the necklace. You're right, I'm not. Not as long as you are still alive. Guards, do it yourself. So this is where we were in the beginning. The guards were everywhere, and we were completely surrounded. It seemed that all hope was lost. Then I remembered my grandma's words. Whenever you feel that there is no hope, just remember these words. Still, I couldn't remember the words. What the hell was it? I just started shouting everything that came to my mind. Carpe diem, Avada Kedavra, Hakuna Matata, say hello to my little friend. Nothing worked, and the guards were almost on us. Nicholas put himself in front of me to protect me. The thought of losing him opened something inside me, and as if I was possessed, I screamed, Agape Facilive! After that, everything went haywire. The necklace flew off my mother-in-law's neck into mine. When I had it with me again, I felt a violent current of energy run through my body. It's hard to explain, but it was as if I was part of the earth, part of the air, and I could control it. As the guards lunged at us, a mere flick of my wrists sent them hurling through the air. Soon, I found myself suspended in midair, while lightning bolts crackled around me. Nicholas grabbed a sword and helped me defeat them. Not that I needed much help, honestly. When all the guards were either defeated or had escaped, I went back to normal. Nicholas ran to me and hugged me with a smile.
Remind me to never make you mad.
My mother-in-law was crawling to get away, but we caught her before she did. Disagreements are normal in any family, right? Yeah, right. We put her in prison so that she would never hurt anyone again. And then we moved to our castle. Of course, my family came along. There were so many of us that even there we were cramped. But we didn't care. You know what they say. True happiness is about being close to the people you love.